Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep ripping loud until there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep ripping loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. DC, that B4L, reppin' that star, I do it so well. It's Puma on the toes, but the stars on the clothes. I'm Starboy, fresh at the DF Dub. Yeah, I'm a hard hitter. Don't stare to fit, it'll ego hit you. What is you saying, man? Look at the swag. Please do forgive the brag. I'ma pull up later in the Cowboy Jag. Don't you slip on the drip, I'm flossing the sauce. Go so hard for the star. Yeah, that be win, lose, or draw. If you take a L, get the F off my block. Cowboys win. Barachos, pour up the shots. Really can't help it, got a star status. Even got it tatted on my arm. Yes, we be 5 ring strong. Left a little room cause it's quest for the six. Starboy really reppin' this shit. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep rippin' loud until there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep rippin' loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me.
Yeah, tell me who the number one fan. Yeah, Mr. Westside, I'm the man. Dallas Cowboys from my head to the toes. They better recognize who the fuck I am. Damn, haters run their mouth like a bitch when they team ain't shit and my team stay lit. Yeah, I'm about to rep this shit to the day I die in an all blue casket. If you wanna get with a club with love, tell Star Status Westside sent ya. Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. Emmett Smith is our main. Game time, prime time, all the time. Your team ain't never on TV like mine. That's because we different. We America's team and we run this. Like Zeke runs circles right at defense. Jerry Jones, that's nonsense. Let the coaches coach. And I'll have a smoke. And I know y'all wanna toast to that.
Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep rippin' loud until there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep rippin' loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me.
Hey, let's go. It's game day. What's up, Cowboys family? Welcome in to another game day. Week 4, Cowboys-Browns in Arlington. It's going down. I'm going to be sitting here with you through the entirety of the game. We're just about set for kickoff. Thank you all for tuning in. West Coast is down at the game. We'll get some updates from him as we go. Keep sending in the comments today. What's up, Bobby McClain over on YouTube? Audrey Wilson on Facebook. Mary Evans, what's going on? West Coast will not be with me today. He's at the game. But before we get started here, let's get a quick message from West Coast.
What's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Make sure you guys hit that share button because the top star giver today is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate those who hit that star. Make sure you guys hit that star button because remember, the top star giver is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. Let's get the win.
Yes, Sean Lee autographed jersey. Get that today by being the top star sender. Sean Lee autographed jersey, that's big. What's up, Stephen Arthur? All right, just getting ready for kickoff here. I wanted to kind of look at a couple things before the kickoff for this matchup, looking at the stats. So the Browns come into this game 2-1. They got a couple wins over a couple teams that aren't very good this year. The number 1 and 2 pick in this past year's draft. The Redskins and the Bengals they've beaten. I'm sorry, not Redskins. The Washington football team. It's going to take me a while to get used to that. But as you can see here, they have a very balanced attack. 170 rush yards per game. That's definitely one of the best in the league. And you see they have the balanced passing attack with 188 passing yards per game. So they're going to come out with a balanced attack. They're going to look to get Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt going. That's going to be the big task for this defense today. Can they shut down the Browns' running game? There's a statistic out there with Baker Mayfield. If he has to throw the ball more than 26 times, he is winless. So if we can shut down that running game and we can get off to a quick start, which is something we have not done. Last week, it looked like we might have done that when we got the 3-and-out against Seahawks and then came down and got 3 points, but it wasn't a touchdown. So you want to get a touchdown to start off the game. You want to get out to a nice start in this one. It's just been a while since the Cowboys have had a fast start. In fact, I think in that Seattle game, that may have been the only lead we had of the season other than the end of the Falcons game and then maybe right before the half in that Rams game. So it'd be nice to see these boys come out here, get a lead, and play with a lead. We're seeing come from behind wins every single week. So something has got to change in that area. 1 second, I'm getting my stream back up here as we're getting set for the kickoff any second now. Okay, Cowboys will get the ball first. One sec here, I got to get my game up. There we go. Okay. So, send in your keys to this game. Send in your bold predictions in the comment section. We're starting it off already. First down for the Cowboys from their own 25. Dak under center. It's a handoff. Zeke left side. Picks up about 3 yards on the carry there. Looks like we got Tyron Smith back in this one. That's a huge component that's been missing. So it will be 2nd down and 7 coming up now. From the Dallas 28, looks like we have an injury on the field. Looks like Joe Looney's down holding his right knee. Joe Looney on an offensive line that is already banged up appears to be clutching his right knee at the moment. So that was a first down snap. Like I said, you just got Tyron Smith back in there. Now you got the rookie Tyler Biadasz warming up, getting ready to come in for Joe Looney, who's being attended to by trainers right now, holding his right knee on the field. Hey, guys, send in the stars if you want to win a autographed Sean Lee jersey. Angel Vega sends in stars. Andre Stack, appreciate you. Let's get you a nice star graphic for those star senders. Don't forget, you do win an autographed Sean Lee jersey today if you are the top star sender. Currently in an injury timeout with Joe Looney down on the field, clutching his right knee on the first play of the game. Tyler Biadasz, the rookie, preparing to come into the game.
We have.
All right. Floyd Morgan says we'll actually show the game. No, we can't show the game as a copyright. You can't get busted for copyright or they won't let you stream at all. So this is what we got. If you can't watch the game, maybe at least you could listen. So after the end of 2nd and 6 now from the Cowboy 29, play action to Zeke. And my feed continues to freeze on me, so bear with me. Dak goes down. It's a sack by Myles Garrett. Dak Prescott taken down on 2nd and 6, a loss of about 8 yards there. And that will bring up 3rd and long, and not the quick start you were hoping for in this one. Can't show the game, Floyd. If you want to watch the game, you're going to have to go find it somewhere that's streaming it illegally. Okay. I apologize. My stream is freezing a little bit, so I'm a little like a couple seconds behind. But there was just a punt. Let's go defense.
Off my block, Cowboys win. Watch Joes, pull up the shots. Really can't help it, got a star status. Even got it tatted on my arm. Yes, we be 5 ring strong. Left a little room cause it's quest for the SIDS. Starboy really reppin' this shit. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep reppin' loud until there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep
Bear with me. I am having a little bit of technical difficulties with my internet, but we're going to make it happen here. So after the punt, it's the Browns football now. They will get the ball for the first time after the Cowboys go 3 and out. It looks like we're going to see a heavy dose of Nick Chubb early here. You can definitely expect that, as he is one of the best running backs in the league. Browns from their own 31 after that punt. First down, Mayfield under center. Handoff, Chubb left side. He's got plenty of space. Burst up to the 40-50 past midfield. Nick Chubb has a big run on first down. 20-yard gain there to start it off for the Browns offense. And the Cowboys defense gets gashed early by this running game that we knew was strong coming in. All right, guys, again, I'm having technical issues with my stream. I'm going to keep trying to hang in here. If we can't get this thing to work, we're going to have to probably shut down the stream, but I apologize for the technical difficulties. See if we can get this thing to hold up here. Nick Chubb with a huge run to start this thing off. Big chunk against this defensive front that we have all said this season has looked soft up the middle. Keenan said Dak has to throw that ball away on the sack by Garrett. Yeah, definitely could have done something different in that situation. Second down and 10 now. It's a play fake to Chubb, but I can't. Again, folks, my stream will not hold up for me, but let's see what happens. And I can already see a quick touchdown strike by the Browns. Odell Beckham scores one from 37 yards, and this defense is atrocious, folks. This defense is atrocious. They have that strong running game. I told you they were balanced before we started here, meaning they can work off that run game in the passing game, and you're seeing that come to fruition right there with the touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield to Odell Beckham. Sad showing by the defense to start this thing off. Yes, Kanisha, I'm trying to keep this game up here with you, but oh, it was Jarvis Landry to Beckham. Wow. Jarvis Landry on the end-around handoff comes up and throws it deep to Odell Beckham. And guess who's there on the coverage, folks? Darian Thompson, a safety that we have been complaining about since week 1, a spot where you would normally see a guy like Earl Thomas play. I got to refresh my system here, folks. 1 second. This is just sad and pathetic for the defense. The offense comes out 3 and out, and then we get a touchdown scored on it. I just said we had to come out here and get a quick start, and that's not going to happen. That didn't happen. Here we go once again, starting this game off playing from behind. It's hard for me to be optimistic when we see this week in and week out. I know a lot of people get frustrated with me because I seem negative, but I'm tired of it. It's sickening. Let me get us pulled back up here. It's sickening. Earl Thomas. Yeah, everybody's saying Earl Thomas. I mean, we've been since week 1, since last year, since before all this, we've been waiting on Earl Thomas. It's not happening. If it was going to happen, it would happen. If they can't see what we see so blatantly obvious, which I'm sure they do, they just don't care to get it right. I don't know if they just want drama or what's going on, but it's not a good start for the Cowboys once again. Pathetic. Pathetic. Sedge says, yes, we are live. We cannot show the game. We're live here. I'm doing a play-by-play, a commentary. I'm not showing the game. We cannot show the game. Okay, let's get the score back. All right, we're back. We're good. I think we're good now. Hopefully we're good for the rest of the stream here. All right, we are in a commercial break, though, after that Browns touchdown. Steven says, I think Earl Thomas' price went up. Well, if he was to gain any leverage, it certainly would be now. Jesse Perez with the 500 stars. Appreciate the 500 stars. Don't forget the top star sender while we're in a commercial break here. Top star sender gets that Sean Lee autographed jersey today.
What's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Make sure you guys hit that share button because the top star giver today is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate those who hit that star. Make sure you guys hit that star button because remember, the top star giver is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. Let's get the win.
Tell me who the number one fan. Yeah, Mr. West Side, I'm the man. Dallas Cowboys from my head to the toes. They better.
I do apologize again, folks, for the technical difficulties that I'm having today. Of course, it would happen along with the frustrating game that we're watching so far on the first 2 drives.
Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. Emmett Smith is a man. Game time, prime time, all the time. Your team ain't never on TV like mine. That's because we different. We America's team and we run this. Like Zeke runs circles right at defense. Jerry Jones, that's nonsense. Let the coach coach. And I'll have a smoke. And I know y'all want to talk.
Okay, if we can get this thing up here. Folks, I'm going to try a couple more times. If my technical difficulties continue, I'm going to have to shut the stream down, unfortunately. But we're hoping that everything holds up here. On the first play, Cowboys get the ball back. It's Dalton Schultz for a nice gain. Picking up a first down. So now it's a huge gain, actually. Zeke with the handoff up the middle, and he stopped immediately after about a 2-yard gain there. So second down, about 8 coming up now for the Cowboys on their second drive. 11:30 to go in the first quarter. Browns up 7-0. Came out and got a 3-and-out on the Cowboys offense. And then really just have punched the Cowboys in the mouth since that point. 2nd and 7 now for Dallas. Dak under center from the Cowboy 40. Cooper in motion. Fake handoffs to both. Screen coming right side. Zeke. He's got the catch and space to run. Blockers down the field to the 35, to the 45, 40, and all the way to the Cowboy 40-yard line is where the Cowboys will set up now. Yes, I know I'm behind. People who are watching, I understand that I'm behind.
And Olivier Vernon was there.
My connection continues to lag on me, so it's kind of giving me a lot of issues today, technical difficulties. So I do apologize for being behind and not consistent with this one so far here today. Let's see what happens. It looks like we've got a touchdown coming, but I'm going to wait to see it for myself before I start getting too excited, because it looks like we got one on the way with Dak in the shotgun from the 43. He's looking deep middle. Who's he got? CD Lamb, wide open for the touchdown. Touchdown, Cowboys. That was huge. Wow. What a play right there by Dak Prescott to CD Lamb. CD just running free, wide open down the middle. Looks like they got a Darian Thompson on their team missing the coverage. What a play there from CD Lamb. The rookie wide receiver having a huge start to his career. His first career touchdown catch right there, folks. Jesse Perez with the 1,500 stars. He wants the autographed Sean Lee jersey. You can get it, too, if you send in stars to the stream today. Colton said West Coast called it the CD Lamb touchdown. It looks like we got ourselves a ball game. We could be looking at a shootout based on the way these defenses look in this one. Although the Cowboys offense had the slow start on the first drive. Dak took the big sack, but other than that, not seeing a lot of defense in this one. So who can win a shootout between Baker Mayfield and Dak Prescott? Although the first touchdown was from Jarvis Landry. A bit of a gimmicky trick play. You're not going to see those happen very often. You can't count on those for consistent offense. So we'll see what happens with the Browns from this point on. Let's pray this connection can hold up for me so I can sit here with you guys throughout this game. We can keep talking about it. What a play there by the rookie. If you got him on your fantasy team, you're happy. I do, and I started him this week. And that's a big – and you know what? I also have Odell Beckham. So I'm having a big game in fantasy coming out of this one. Commercial break. That was the first career touchdown for CD Lamb and also his longest catch of the season. This man was running wide open, busted coverage. Big play for the rookie. Big play for Dak. Exactly what the Cowboys needed after getting punched in the mouth early by the Browns here in this one. So when we come back from this commercial break, it's going to be the Browns with their second drive of the game. Let's see if the defense can come up with a big stop on this one. Marlon said they need to switch up the back end. Donovan Wilson needs to see some action. I've been wondering why we haven't seen Donovan Wilson, because although he hasn't played a lot in regular season games, we have seen him when he does get opportunities. Particularly, I think it was the preseason 2 years ago. This guy is a ball hawk, so you need to get him out there. He may also get burnt or beat, but what do you have to lose at this point just to try a new guy? So I think we need to try something, because Thompson just continues to give up the big plays. Even in the running game, he whiffs tackles that are important. All right, here we go with the kickoff out to the 24-yard line. He should have taken the touchback on that one. The Browns will start off from their own 24 after the Cowboy touchdown. 7-7 ball game. Under 10 minutes to go now in the first quarter. So they'll take the quick break. No, they will not take the break. It'll be first down, Browns from their own 23. Baker under center. Handoff, Chubb left side. He's going to lose one. Great play made right there by Joe Thomas. Jenny with the 100 stars. Wilson Ruiz with the 200 stars. Appreciate you all. Don't forget the top star sender does win an autographed Sean Lee jersey for this stream. So keep the stars coming. We need a bunch to come in if you want to win the jersey. Okay. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Mayfield looking middle. He's got his man. It's a tight end. And he slips a couple tackles, picks up a first down all the way out to the Brown 36-yard line. It'll be first down Cleveland. First down Cleveland. Update from Detroit Saints. Detroit going up by 2 touchdowns on the Saints. Wow, surprise, surprise. The Saints not looking great. Drew Brees not looking great. I do have a bet with West Coast that Tampa Bay will win that division. First down handoff, Chubb, right side, makes a man slip. Nice tackle right there by Donovan Wilson, who gets into the game. Makes a nice tackle. Open field, because that could have been a big one if he doesn't make that tackle. I got to tell you, Nick Chubb reminds me of his running style. He looks a lot like DeMarco Murray. A lot of you remember DeMarco Murray? His running style and his body type reminds me a lot of one DeMarco Murray, which is not good for us because Murray was a beast. Anyway, 2nd down and 1 after that run by Chubb from the Brown 46. Mayfield under center. Takes the snap, play action, rolling left side, setting, looking right side, and he'll throw it away. Be 3rd and 1 coming up. Said, great bet, hate Brady. I actually like Brady, so I took the side of Tampa Bay on that one. And right now it's looking all right. The bet's looking all right at this moment. I do see looks like Tampa Bay is up. Or no, it's tied. Tie game, Tampa Bay 7, Chargers 7. Anyway, back to this game. 3rd and 1, Mayfield under center. Takes a snap. It's a fullback handoff where Chubb is in the fullback spot, and he will get the first down. First down, Browns. Kareem Hunt, they're showing Hunt waiting on the sideline to get into the game. Emmanuel with the 50 stars. Make sure you guys get the stars in if you want to win an autographed Sean Lee jersey for this stream. That's what's happening. First down for the Browns from their own 48. Play action. Mayfield looking middle. Oh, and it's incomplete. Incomplete, looking for Odell Beckham. Even though that pass is incomplete, I still don't like the amount of time that I'm seeing him get standing in that pocket. Don't like the amount of time. And wow, looking at the early games, the big surprise, Detroit up 14-0 on the Saints. And Baltimore takes the lead now over the Washington football team, so that's good for us as well to keep an eye on. 2nd down and 10, Mayfield in the shotgun, gets the snap, handoff Chubb right up the middle, tackled by Lawrence after a 3-yard gain. Big tackle there, DeMarcus Lawrence. Comes flying in on the line. And I can see that we also have an incomplete pass here looking for Kareem Hunt from Baker Mayfield, so it'll be 4th and 7. The Browns will punt. The defense comes up this time. Does their job. Again, the touchdown from Landry to Beckham, to me, gimmicky play. Not going to sustain for offense. So they came out and punched us in the mouth with that touchdown, but that's not the type of touchdown that's going to sustain throughout the course of the game. So if we can just contain the running game, not let Baker Mayfield do anything, Cowboys got a great chance in this one. I felt like this should be a blowout victory for the Cowboys, a get-right type of game. I mean, they're 2-1. They have a strong running game, so they're a little intimidating right now, but they are the Browns. Let's not forget that. They are the Cleveland Browns. In my mind, this is a get-right game. Here comes the punt on 4th and 7. Ball right in the center of the star at midfield. Gets the snap, gets the punt. And it's going to be fielded by Wilson at the 10. Risky there to field that football. It bounced. There were some defenders in the area, but he picks it up. Picks up about 5. I guess that's good because that looked like that ball could have bounced down around inside the 10-yard line. So Cowboys will have it first down from the 15. Ryan Johnston says we needs to feed Zeke. Yeah, I mean, you would think that considering the success the Cowboys have had over the last few years, with Zeke being the focal point of this offense. But I believe last season you saw the offense as a whole, move in a different direction when Dak threw for nearly 5,000 yards and 30 touchdown passes. This became more of a pass-first team. And then you add, and Kellen Moore was already a coordinator that liked to throw the ball a lot. Scott Linehan and Jason Garrett were a little bit more conservative with the, mixing in the running game more. But this is today's NFL. I mean, the rules are tailored to where the DBs really don't have a chance against wide receivers. So you should take advantage of being able to pass. But yes, when you are one-dimensional, it doesn't help you win, I don't think as much because you can have all those passing yards and not win, as you can see. So, but adding Mike McCarthy to what Kellen Moore was already doing, we're definitely looking at a pass-first team. I mean, look at Aaron Rodgers with Green Bay with Mike McCarthy for all them years he was there. I think he was there for at least about 13, 14 seasons there with Aaron Rodgers was Mike McCarthy, and I think he had a 1,000-yard rusher one time, and I believe that was Eddie Lacy, and he barely got over 1,000. So as we've seen the theme, and we've seen it transitioning because it started last year with Kellen Moore as being more of a pass-first offense. Now we're seeing that transition and carry over into this season, and even more so feeling like a pass-first offense. We are averaging 400 passing yards a game nearly coming into this one and only 100 yards rushing as a team. So look for the pass. I mean, this is what we're going to be. We're a pass-first team now. That's just all there is to it. And, when you do run and you get 2 to 3 yards a carry, that also doesn't give you a lot of confidence to go back to the run. But, I mean, obviously you want to continue to keep it established, to keep the defenses honest and things like that. But the reality is this is a passing team. You just put $31 million into your quarterback. You put another $20 million into your wide receiver, and you drafted a wide receiver. This is a pass-first football team. And your offensive line's banged up. First down, Cowboys, play action. Here comes the pass. Amari Cooper off the right side out of the backfield on the linebacker mismatch. Picks up a first down. And Dak is off to a great start in this game. And that's one thing we saw a lot last week with Cedric Wilson was the mismatches. And that's something that you want to see from your offense, and especially your coordinator. If you feel like you're being creative, you're going to find these mismatches and exploit them. And a lot of that is Dak too, with the pre-snap recognition. First down under center. Here comes a handoff. Zeke left side, and he squirts through the middle, picks up a nice 5-yard chunk. I'm sorry, that was Tony Pollard, who actually looked like the rookie Zeke to me on that play. He looked a little bit more explosive. So let's see what happens on the first down carry. 2nd and 5 now. So Cowboys offense on the move again. Time to go down here and take a lead. This is what we need to take this lead. I'm ready to get up and destroy a team. We need a complete game. And there's a quick strike to Cooper across the middle to the 45. First down, Cowboys. That's big right there, folks. That's big right there. Amari Cooper coming into the game with 25 catches through the first 3 games. That's one of the best in the league. And, just coming off the year, he gets paid. He's playing like that top-flight receiver, the possession guy, which is what we need, the go-to guy, already with a couple catches early on this drive. First down from the Cowboy 44. It's a play. Oh, we got Noah Brown wide open across the middle, out across the 50 to the Browns 47 to bring up second short. And Dak is going to work in this one right now. He's looking surgical out here, other than the opening drive sack, of course. But other than that, Dak looking surgical. 7 out of 7, 130 yards and a touchdown. Oh, and then he nearly throws a pick, and then instead it's knocked away. And a crazy catch from CeeDee Lamb off the tip. The Browns defender tips the ball. CeeDee Lamb comes up with a big catch. Instead, it looks like it could have been intercepted. Maybe Dak didn't see the defender on that one because it was a quick look, quick drop and look, but unbelievable concentration by Lamb on that one. Oh, Dalton Schultz gets the ball smacked away. It'll be incomplete. He was looking for room to run. That'll be Dak's first incomplete pass of this game that came on second down there. 8 for 9, 149 and a touchdown in the first quarter for Dak Prescott. My goodness. What's up, Michael Losefa? Oh, CeeDee Lamb took a hit to the head on that play, but he is good. He's doing this now when he gets the first. This is how he does it. 2 catches, 62 yards for CeeDee Lamb and a touchdown. Unbelievable. And if not for the Dalton Schultz drop right there, Dak Prescott is perfect. Here goes an end-around handoff to Lamb, left side. He picks up about 3. I got to tell you guys, I don't like CeeDee Lamb on punt returns. I don't like him doing these end-arounds. This guy feels like he is a top-flight wide receiver already. So, I mean, I feel like you don't want to risk getting this guy hurt on these little plays. Although, obviously, if he busts a big run, you're going to be happy about it. But 3rd and 7 now from the Brown 25. Dak in the shotgun. Communicating with his receivers. Gets the snap, looking right. He's got his guy. It's CeeDee Lamb again, but he's going to come up short about this time, about 2 yards of the first down. 4th and 2 coming up. Do the Cowboys take the field goal here, or is this a spot where you feel good about what you're seeing from your offense and you go for it? I think you keep rolling with it. Like, we're hot right now. Dak Prescott looks unstoppable. 1 incomplete pass, and that was due to a drop by Dalton Schultz. Here it is, 4th and 2. We're going for it. Let's go. 4th and 2 from the Browns 20. Dak in the shotgun. 4 seconds on the play clock. 2, 1, and we're going to see a timeout for Dallas. Timeout, Cowboys. Are going to rethink this thing. Do you take the 3 points here, take the lead, or do you go ahead and try to get this first down? Kyle says you go for it. Yes, Kyle, I wish I could get you guys the actual game, itself, but unfortunately, copyright reasons and different things like that. That is not going to be possible in this stream, so wish I could. Yes. So, Cowboys, timeout. Oh, my God, I'm seeing something good, but I'm going to wait to react to it. I'm going to wait because it's 4th and 2 from the Cowboys 20. And Dak is in the shotgun. This guy is looking amazing. Dak in the shotgun from the 20. I already seen the spoiler, but I want to give you the reaction. Gets the snap. He's looking middle. He's got Mari Cooper who splits defenders for the touchdown. Dak Prescott is on fire. Dak Prescott cannot be stopped right now. He is a surgeon against this Browns defense. What a throw right in between 2 defenders. Perfect pass. Great concentration by Cooper to reel that in and then get up the field for the touchdown. Unbelievable right here. Folks, Dak Prescott has nearly 200 passing yards in the first quarter with 2 touchdowns. This guy will lead the league in passing yards this season. Some of you might be mad at me, but I've been having this discussion with West Coast for a little while now. We can talk about it here and there when we get on the late night phone calls, but I know everybody hates to do this comparison, but Romo was the quarterback before Dak. I love Romo. Dak is better. And I never thought I would have said that. Dak is the better quarterback. This guy will have every single Cowboys franchise record, in my opinion, by the time it's said and done. I mean, look what he's doing. This guy just put up nearly, let's just take a look. Let's take a look. We got to get it up here. Let's have a quick look while we're in the timeout. And finally, the Cowboys have their biggest lead of the season. Unbelievable. It's taken this long to get to the biggest lead of the season. Yes, Ryan, almost 200 passing yards. You see it right there. 10 out of 11. 174 yards, 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns, 174 yards, 1 incomplete pass that came on a play where Dalton Schultz got hit and dropped the football. Other than that, Dak Prescott is perfect. Rose says, why isn't West Coast on his phone live? West Coast is at the game. It's going to be a lit post-game reaction by West Coast. Make sure you got the notifications on. Make sure you got the notifications on, because as soon as this feed ends, West Coast will be jumping on with his phone live from AT&T Stadium. He is in attendance right now watching this first quarter masterpiece by Dak Prescott. And you can see why this team wants to throw the football. We got Zeke with 3 carries for 6 yards. And Dak's taking advantage. I mean, you got to think about it, too. Teams know that Zeke is a focal point for us. We paid him all this money. He's been the best running back in the league over the last few years when it comes to total yards and all that for the entire of a game. The Browns are looking to take him out. So, in the past, it's felt like if you take Zeke out, the Cowboys can't win. But now, when you look at it, you can put this game and this team on the back of Dak Prescott. And we really started seeing that at the end of the 2018 season. And then last year, we've seen it take off even more. And now this year, it's blatantly evident that this is a pass-first football team. We're looking at 11 throws to 5 carries as a team right now. And unbelievable. Dak Prescott sets the team record for the most passing yards through the first 4 games of a Dallas Cowboys quarterback career. That's huge. After that kickoff was a touchback as usual. Browns have the ball now from their own 25. Mayfield under center. Gets the snap. Fake the Chubb. End around. Odell Beckham's got a little space. 25-30. 35-40. 45 all the way out to the 49 of the Browns 49-yard line. Big play. 24-yard carry right there by Odell Beckham. Kyle says he's at work right now. I'm currently watching the team, listening to the podcast. Cool. Appreciate you, Kyle. Yeah, I mean, some people aren't able to see the game right now. So if you can't see the game, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to bring you the play-by-play. First down, handoff Chubb. Left side has got space across the 50 out to the 40. And there's a flag on the play, but he has a first down to the Cowboy 40 on the first down run. We're still have a minute and 20 seconds to go in this first quarter. And it was looking like a shootout game, although other than the gimmicky play, the Cowboys really have come up with a stop on defense. So we'll see what happens here for the rest of this drive for the defense. But there's a penalty flag here. Let's hope this one's coming back. It is a hold on the Browns offense. Coming back. Big first down run by Chubb. That'll crush the momentum of a drive. We need to crush these boys. My lighter is dead. I got to go grab another lighter real quick. I'm going to wait till we go to the next commercial break here. All right, so it's back to first down. That one will set it back to the Brown 48. Play action for Mayfield, stepping up. Oh, got a little pressure there. Rolls out to the right. Joe Thomas on the run. That's going to be a hold. Bring that one back again. Incomplete pass, but that one's going to be coming back. That one's got to be coming back. Oh, Nick Chubb has got an injury. Man, what is going on this season in the NFL with these injuries? We have seen a buku of injuries this season. You got to think it's due to the limited off seasons, no preseason, no real training camp this year. Nick Chubb is down, and he looks like he is in severe pain right now. Yes, it doesn't look good for Chubb, who is wincing in pain at the moment. Let's see what happens. They're showing the replay. It was a play action to Chubb. Chubb comes out to help on the block. Let's see what happens so far. Nothing. Oh, he gets rolled up on. He gets rolled up on. Guess who happened to be involved in the play? Tristan Hill, even though he had nothing to do with it. He had nothing to do with the play, Tristan Hill. We know he got fined this week for his leg twist against Seattle. Nick Chubb is getting up, and he's going to be helped off the field. But he is up on his own. It may not be as bad as it looked to be. He's walking off on his own power. So that is a really good sign. Limping, but they have a great backup in Kareem Hunt. But coincidentally, Tristan Hill happened to be involved with that play, although he had nothing to do with it. Coincidentally, though, he happened to be the one that was end up rolling up on Nick Chubb's leg. So just funny how that seems to work, I mean, nothing's funny about an injury, but just the coincidence, it's just he had nothing to do with it. But looks like Chubb is probably going to be okay. He's walking off pretty strongly on his own power, so he'll probably go to the sideline, get looked at. Who knows if we'll see him again, but they don't really need him because they have Kareem Hunt. But here goes a pass on 1st and 20. Left side to Austin Hooper for a gain of about 4. So that'll be 2nd down and long coming up. And we are still in the first quarter of this football game, folks. This is a long first quarter here. And there's a flag on that play we just saw, so let's see what happens now. As Chubb is being escorted into the locker room. He won't go to the tent. He'll go to the locker room. The face mask on the defense on Jalen Smith, which will give the Browns an automatic first down. That is not what you needed in that situation. Well, time to see the Kareem Hunt show, you would assume. First down after that penalty from the Dallas 42. Mayfield under center. Handoff left side. Kareem Hunt runs it up the gut. Picks up a good chunk of 8 yards right there. Donovan Wilson, though, he comes up and makes a big hit. He's made some key stops in this one. I like what I'm seeing so far from Donovan Wilson. Once again, you have nothing to lose playing him over a guy like a Darian Thompson. 2nd and 2. The play action for Mayfield looking right side, and he's got Odell Beckham for the first down. Diggs was there on the tackle. He gets up, tries to run as if he was not touched, but I'm pretty sure Diggs had him down where he caught the ball. But either way, Odell Beckham's out here eating on this one, folks. Yes, he will be considered down right there at the Cowboys 17-yard line. Diggs did a good job of coming in trying to punch that ball out, but Beckham, one of the best ball skill guys in the league, so we know that firsthand, as the reason he is famous is a play that happened against us. Man, I'm sorry the score keeps doing this at the bottom of my screen here. There we go. Rose says, stop the freaking run. Let me take this second to remind you guys for this stream, if you send stars.
What's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Make sure you guys hit that share button because the top star giver today is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate those who hit that star. Make sure you guys hit that star button because remember, the top star giver is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. Let's get the win.
Okay. Okay, so this is the biggest lead the Cowboys have had this season. Kind of crazy, right? Best offense in the league, you know, when it comes to yards. One of the highest scoring offenses as well. And this is your biggest lead of the season so far. Let's see. Paul says Dak's going to break all the records. Agreed. 100% agreed with that statement. That's something I've been saying for a while. 1 year of having monster yards and good touchdowns, like, that is one thing, but then to be consistent with it, and now we're seeing Dak continuing and even improving into this season. It's no doubt. As long as Dak Prescott can get a deal done with the Cowboys where he remains here, which I'm sure he will, you know, after 2 straight years of just dominant performances, I'm sure that he will be here for the long haul and will have every Cowboys record. He's already starting to do it. He's already starting to set these records for the Cowboys. Did all the rookie records. He has NFL rookie records. He needs to do something, though, like lead the league in passing yards or touchdowns to have that NFL leader status. Handoff Kareem Hunt right side, who looks explosive, to the 15, the 14, still driving his legs. Nice pickup there by Kareem Hunt to start the second quarter. And that's a first down for the Browns, and they are moving in, getting close to the 10-yard line of the Cowboys. And a big penalty in this one, you know, this drive extends the drive. The Cowboys had him on a 1st and 20. Jalen Smith with a face mask penalty extends the drive. We saw that a lot last week. Extending drives where you have him off the field with stupid penalties. And that, to me, is the reason why the Browns have a chance right now to score this touchdown. Mayfield's got the ball. He's looking around the middle. It's sad that we can't get him. Like, he's just standing around inside the pile of, like, 5 defenders, and we just cannot get off of a block. Anyways, he scrambles around and then runs out to the side for no gain. So, no gain, but you got to get a sack in that situation. You give a quarterback this kind of time to just stand there and look around and throw, he's going to find someone. And, like, the referees are being very lax, you know, with the holding calls this whole season, not just, like, with the Cowboy, but all around the league. Not calling a lot of holding calls this year. So maybe our offensive line should take a note. 3rd and 6, Mayfield, he's got his man Landry down inside the 5, 1st and goal, Browns. Ah! Well, once again, folks, penalties kill you. And looks like we got a shootout on our hands. Looks like we have a shootout on our hands. Dak Prescott nearly 200 passing yards in that first quarter. 2 touchdowns, and here's the touchdown pass. Touchdown catch number 2 by Odell Beckham. So, man. And that came against Darryl Worley, who just got smoked in a one-on-one situation. So it's 14-14. Man. So what do you guys think so far? You got to love what you're seeing from Dak Prescott, of course. The defense, though, we had the one stop, but other than that, we're getting worked. And this is a shootout game right now. The Browns with 78 rush yards. Let me get that pulled up, actually. Hang on a second. I want you guys to see this. Just a sec. Here we go. Now my stream will start acting up again. Not the stream for you guys, but where I'm watching the game. Just a sec. Too bad we can't all be like West Coast and be at the game, right? Okay, so let's get these stats pulled up here. So as we take a look, you see Dak Prescott just... That's got to be the best quarter of football he's played in one quarter. I don't think we've seen that. Almost 200 yards in one quarter. 2 touchdowns, no picks. 1 incompletion, which was off the receiver's hands. But look at how we run the football, folks. We just gave Zeke this monster contract. And look at how we run the football. Do you think because we pass so much is the reason we aren't like dominating football games, I guess? I remember these past few years, particularly 2016, this was a run-first team, and the Cowboys were always dominating time of possession. You don't see that anymore. You don't see that. You don't see – now the Cowboys are coming out of every game with – losing the time of possession battle, which is strange. But you can see the rushing difference here. We said coming in, the Browns, one of the best top rushing teams in the league. They have 78 rushing yards to the Cowboys 14. rushing yards to 14 for the Cowboys. Although it's been one quarter, we can't, the goal, I think the goal, maybe the game plan, or maybe not the game plan, but, like the goal would be, at least for me, if you're going to play this way, you want to get out. Hopefully, you're getting all these passing yards and these touchdowns, and Dak's throwing touchdowns, but hopefully you're getting out to a huge lead, and then you can just sit on the ball and pound it. And that's kind of how you would want to do it. But when the score is constantly close, or you're behind, it's kind of hard to establish the run game. So I think that's a part of it too. We haven't had a chance really in these games to establish a ground game because we're always behind. So we had an opportunity there, maybe to do more with this pass scenario. But again, a defensive penalty extends a drive. Again, the secondary gets smoked. Odell Beckham is having a monster day, and he's got to be feeling like he's in a familiar place going up against the Cowboys. So first down for the Cowboys now from their own 27. There's a handoff, Zeke. Left side, he's got some space. A nice 9-yard gain there for Zeke. I don't know about you guys, but I would like to see a big, 60-yard touchdown run from Zeke. I missed that. I want to see that. I want to see the game get busted. I want to see Zeke. I don't think in the last 2 years, I don't think he's got a rush over 30, 35 yards, something like that. So I missed the explosive Zeke. I mean, I love Zeke, but I want to see the big runs, like the 60-yarders. So there was another handoff to Zeke on second down, which was a no gain. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 1. And looking on the highlight reel, they're bringing in now, we just see Lamar Jackson with a 50-yard touchdown run against the Redskins. So Baltimore handling business against Washington. We were tied with them, for the division lead coming into this one. So So if man, our division's bad. But if the Ravens can take care of business there, you know, that helps us today as well. So keeping an eye on that one. I keep having connectivity issues, so I do apologize if you're getting any lag. And, you know, obviously it's holding up my view of the game. But all right, here we go. Oh, Dak gets hit, and it looks just like last week with the fumble. Oh, no. Oh, no. Does that not look reminiscent of the play we saw against the Seahawks last week when we start the second half? The very first drive of that second half looked very similar to that play we just saw where Dak is pump faking in the pocket, steps up, and then gets his hand hit from behind and loses the football. If you're watching that game, you got to think that looked just like the play we saw last week against the Seahawks to start that second half, where Dak gets the ball knocked out of his hand. Man, it's just the little things the Cowboys need to clean up, and you're looking at a dominating football team. Play action for Mayfield. He's got pressure in his face. He finds, guess who? Odell Beckham for another big one. Wow. Can we not make Baker Mayfield look like an all-pro, please? Because this guy's going to be, like, feeling so good about himself. Keenan said we can't stop the run. Exactly. I mean, they got 88 yards. They have 88 yards in the first half. They're averaging 170 coming into this game, so they're right on pace. Actually, they're looking to eclipse, you know, that mark today. So this defense is not good. And then, you know, when you have a defense that's not very good, all it takes is like one mistake, like we just saw there, and then that really hurts you. Because when you have a defense that doesn't have your back, you got to be almost perfect, you know, on
against
offense.
Joe Baton.
You got to really score on like every possession on offense if you don't have a good defense. And the Browns are just on the move. They're on the move, you know, after that fumble. We're going to give up points off that fumble. They're already in field goal range. Kareem Hunt right side. I mean, he's a beast. Kareem Hunt down to the 1 yard line. Kareem Hunt down to the 1. He thinks it's a touchdown. So does Jarvis Landry. And I think they're going to look at it. I think it will be a touchdown run for Kareem Hunt. Or no, maybe I'm a little bit behind. So let's see what happened. It ended up being a pass. Ended up being a pass to the tight end. Austin Hooper, and the Browns will take a 21-14 lead. 21-14. Once again, self-inflicted wounds. Yes, the defense is bad, but, you know, you can't turn the ball over in that spot, that situation. Man. Like, the offensive line just collapses around, you know, and then all of a sudden, balls are getting knocked out. So I'm sure that'll be something that we got to work on is, you know, making sure that doesn't happen, because that's 2 games in a row now where we've had a very similar situation. Pocket collapses, and the ball gets smacked out for a fumble, turnover, and then they score off the turnover. Self-inflicted wounds. John L says defense is going to cost the season. Yes, they will, you know, because like I was just saying, as we're in a commercial break now, if you don't have a good defense, your offense has to darn near be perfect. Right? Because you can only count on your defense to maybe get them off the field, 2 to 3 times in a game? We've only seen it once in this one so far. Yeah, if your defense is bad, you got to have a perfect offense. I mean, that's the bottom line. And, you know, we have a really good offense, but we make the little mistakes like the one you just saw with the fumble there. So that is going to kill you when your defense can only get 2 or 3 stops a game. So we're going to see a lot of this. I think we're going to see a lot of this. We're going to see a lot of high-scoring games where the Cowboys are always in the game, but just can't come up with the big stop at the key time. At least based on what we've seen so far, and I mean, that's just what's been happening. So that's what has been happening. So once again, getting behind the ball. How are we going to establish a running game? Well, now we're behind, you know? So it all just kind of goes hand in hand. But, you know, if there's anything that's encouraging, it's that we know we have a chance in every game, but we want to feel like we can dominate a football team. Don't you want to just get one of these wins where it's like you feel good about it, like we just destroyed them so we don't have to stress the whole game? So after that hot first quarter for Dak, second quarter, a fumble so far. That's it. Hadn't even attempted a pass yet. So, man, we can't keep having those turnovers. Those turnovers are the ones that are costing us the games, because every game so far has been a one-possession game. And when you think about it, you giving them an extra possession, they score on it. You don't give them that. You got the lead at the end. It's very reminiscent to me of we were talking about Tony Romo earlier. It's reminiscent of a Tony Romo to me. Because if you remember, you know, we would get behind a lot, and then Romo would come back every time. And then he'd make the game-winning play or game-winning drive, just like last week, where Dak really gets a game-winning drive, what would have been, if the defense can stop Seattle on 4th and 3, and they don't. And again, that's where it comes back to bite you, because your defense can't get anybody off the field. Therefore, you got to be perfect on offense, because those turnovers earlier coming back to haunt you. So we're back at it now. Cowboys first down from their own 25. Dak under center has yet to throw a pass in the second quarter. It's a handoff. Zeke right side, who's got a lot of space. 40, 45, all the way out to nearly midfield. Big run by Zeke. Let's go. Oh, it looks like the ball might have came out at the end here. Please, no. Please. Please. Oh, that's going to be a fumble, folks. Zeke never hit the ground. He landed on a player, so he has the huge run all the way out to midfield. He's getting tackled, and his butt falls on the player, so it never hits the ground. And then the ball gets chopped out of his hand. That will be a fumble. That's a fumble. You got to hit the ground. You have to touch the ground for that to not be a fumble. That's a fumble. Oh, man. It's like, as we're talking about, what you don't need to do is happening, you know? Just talk about how you got to play nearly perfect on offense because your defense is bad. And then what happens? Big play, fumble Rooski. Just feels typical. So if you're just listening and you're not watching, you're just listening, I am also doing a video. This is a video podcast, so I'm updating a couple things really quick. But, man, we sit here and talk about how we can't make mistakes because your defense isn't good enough to allow you mistakes. And what happens? Big mistakes. And now you keep sitting. Coming into this game, we had a very bad average, like, starting field position. I think we had like 20. We start our own drives around 25, like a touchback. But then opponents start their average drives at like the 36. And this is why. Because we're handing them. We are handing them short fields, which lead to easy points. It's really pathetic. And tough to watch, It's like, I don't want to be in a nail biter every week. I don't want to every week have to, sitting on the edge of my seat waiting till the end of the game. I want a comfortable blowout victory. This should have been one of those games. Maybe it still will be very early in this one, but this is a shootout. We're just almost halfway through the second quarter, and we got a 21-14 ball game. And it looks like we just had a big penalty called against us there on a pass interference. So Mayfield looking. It's Landry for the first down at the 13-yard line. So first down from the Cowboys, 13 for the Browns. After the turnover, after the flag. Just undisciplined football team. Undisciplined football team. That's what it comes down to. Fumbles, penalties. That's all about discipline. And then your defense is just weak. I just don't think you have enough talent there, Don't think you have enough talent. Big run on that play by the backup running back for the Browns, who picks up a big play. So there's another big play. It is second down. Second down, and it's first and goal after that run. Sorry. After that run, that made it first and goal now from the 2-yard line, folks. This is the type of games that I feel like we're looking at, these type of games every week. I feel like these are the type of games we're going to be seeing. Man, this thing just is my browser, my stream for watching the game has been acting up on me this entire game so far. I do want to apologize when that happens. I know you don't want to send stars probably when we're losing, which would make sense. And I do see another Browns touchdown here. And that looks like that will be a touchdown run for Kareem Hunt. And suddenly the route is on for the Browns. Up by 14. I'm pissed. Are you guys pissed? Please tell me now. How can I be optimistic about this team? Obviously, like, this game isn't over by a stretch. But I'm tired of seeing this every week. This game isn't over by any stretch, so I want to start there. Like, this game is still very winnable. Man, this fucking thing. Things just are going against me today when it comes to the technology and all that. So, and apparently Cowboys football as well. So, I want to tell you guys, if you send stars, you can win a jersey that's autographed by Sean Lee.
What's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Make sure you guys hit that share button because the top star giver today is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate those who hit that star. Make sure you guys hit that star button because remember, the top star giver is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. Let's get the win.
Yeah, so there it is. Send in the stars. You can win a Sean Lee autographed jersey. Let's see. I saw a comment. Who's did this comment? Wait a minute. Who said this comment? Hold on. Tay Ray says you can't even blame the defense because of the turnovers. Exactly. Like, it's self-inflicted wounds. You're handing them the game. And now it sucks because you got Browns fans that are going to think they're really good when really it's just the Cowboys beating themselves as usual, Like, this has got to be the worst, most talented football team in the league. Right? The worst, most talented football team in the league. Because you really got to think, if you can clean up penalties and turnovers, that you have a dominant football team right here. Isn't that coaching and discipline? And again, this game isn't over by any stretch. The game's not over. Plenty of time. I mean, in fact, I still like the Cowboys to come back in this game because I feel like once you don't make those mistakes, you're going to start to dominate this football game, which is why I felt like coming in, this should be one of those big blowout type of wins where you dominate the team in the football game, but you're killing yourself. Penalties, bad secondary play, and turnovers. It's killing us. Dak looks perfect, outside of the fumble. Just like last week. Dak had an amazing game, but some key, crucial turnovers. And obviously, some of that's on the player. You don't want to put it all on Dak, but some of that's on the player. A lot of it's on the offensive line. And then some of it is on coaching for not putting focus on these things. Like, you got to put focus on protecting that football at all costs. We've seen Zeke now fumbling the ball often. I'm sorry, guys. My feed is the way that I'm viewing the game. Hold on, let me try a different way here. I saw some comments. Let me see. I'm looking at some comments. Robert said, can we fire Nolan? Yeah, I mean, I think it's safe to say the Mike Nolan experiment hasn't been good so far. But can we get some better players in there? I just don't think that anyone on that defense is very talented. I don't like the current cornerback situation. Diggs is fine. He's a good young prospect. But he can't be the guy in the guy on your secondary in his rookie year. Like, come on, we need somebody. I don't like anybody. Cheeto, no. All right, here we go. I think I'll be able to watch it a little bit easier now. So, no more interruptions. All right, let's go. First down. Cowboys from their own 37. Dak shotgun snap, fake to Pollard. He's got some time to throw. Looking left side. He's got a man. It's caught by Michael Gallup across the 50 to the 46 of the Browns. First down, Dallas. Big play there by Michael Gallup. Costel says, my Cowboys are not going to come back to win. Y'all be delusional thinking we're going to come back. How is that delusional? We've seen that happen on about every game this year so far. I don't see how that's delusional. And it's so early in this game, and you really got to feel like besides those mistakes and penalties, the turnovers and penalties, you should be really winning this game. Play action Dak stepping up in the middle right at the star. He's got Pollard who can't hold the ball, man. Like, are we not working with running backs and catching the football this season, like in practice? I know we didn't have the long off season, but, like, do these guys not have access to, like, the jug machines, or whatever? to be able to work on catching the football, because it seems that we don't see, we've seen a lot of drops from the running backs this season, man. It's pathetic. Let's go. Shotgun snap. Dak, screen, Zeke, catch, tackled, no gain. Come on. 2nd and 10, no gain. There's a little fake double. There was a fake screen right, come back left screen side on to Zeke, because you had Pollard and Zeke in the backfield at the same time. Like, what are we doing? We got Zeke and Pollard in the backfield together, but we're not. Why doesn't it ever work? Like, come on. 3rd and 10. From the Browns 46. Come on, let's make a play. Time to make a play. And there's a penalty. Oh, looks like it's going. Myles Garrett may have. No, false start. This is just pathetic, folks. The penalties and the turnovers. So if the Cowboys can miraculously somehow come back and win this game, if that can happen somehow, you're still not happy about it. I don't care what happens for the rest of this game. You're not happy about what's taken place so far in this game, other than, we like what we've seen from Dak throwing the football. All right, play action. Here we go. Dak looking deep. He's taking a deep shot, and it's nearly picked off. He was looking for Cedric Wilson. The pressure was on. He had to get rid of it. And Dak is not having a good second quarter. He had an amazing first quarter. Second quarter not going so well. Second quarter not going so well. I do not want to lose to the Browns. 4th and 15. Chris Jones with the punt. Fair catch made at the 10-yard line for the Browns. First down for the Browns from their own 10. 3:53 to go in the first half. Holding a 14-point lead over the Cowboys after some crucial self-inflicted wounds for the Dallas Cowboys. Don't forget, guys, as we're in a commercial break, top star sender for this stream wins a Sean Lee autographed jersey. Great for any Cowboys fan to add to your collection. It's a frameable jersey.
It's your boy West Coast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Make sure you guys hit that share button, because the top star giver today is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate those who hit that star. Make sure you guys hit that star button, because remember, the top star giver is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. Let's get the win.
Yes, win that Sean Lee autographed jersey to frame for that would be a great, Christmas gift for somebody too. Christmas coming up. Over here on YouTube, we got a comment from J-Town. He says, "Where's West Coast?" He is at the game. He is in the stadium watching this game live. And that's got to be great experience, but also on the edge of your seat. And remember, he was also there for the Falcons game. That miraculous miracle comeback game. That was one of the most miracle comeback games I've ever seen for the Cowboys. Don't count on that as a way to win games. But he is there. So, yeah, and he will be coming live to you guys after this game from the phone, in AT&T Stadium for the reaction. Good or bad, you're going to get the raw reaction. A quick update on a game we're watching. Baltimore up 21-7 over the Redskins with under a minute to go, the first half of that one. Oh, wow. Looks like some surprises today as well. The Saints have come all the way back. They were down 14-0 to Detroit, and they now hold a 21-14 lead as I'm looking around the league, as the Browns are set to start a drive before the half. And the Cardinals down and Tampa Bay down big. Wow. My picks did not go well so far this week. Wow. First down, handoff, Kareem Hunt. Picks up about 4 yards there. Or no, it's not Kareem Hunt. Remember, Nick Chubb is out. Nick Chubb went down with a knee injury in the first quarter. Paul says he's disgusted right now watching this game. It's rough to watch. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It is rough to watch. I don't know the name of this Browns running back. I need to see who he is here. Last name Johnson. I don't know this running back, but he is in there after the Nick Chubb injury, so you're going to have Johnson and Kareem Hunt. James said, where's the defense? We've been looking for that for a while. It's not new. This isn't new. There's no defense here. Not in this game. We already know. We're just going to have to hope, that this team comes out here and has a monster second half. It sucks to constantly be behind. We finally had a nice lead, a full touchdown lead. Here's another handoff on first down to that little running back Johnson. He's got another 12 yards and a first down, and Browns are on the move. We're closing in here on the 2-minute warning. That might be the last snap before the 2-minute warning. But I don't know who this running back is, but I kind of like the way he looks like a good runner, which is not good for us, but I like what if he weren't playing the Cowboys, just watching him, I like what I'm seeing from him, but obviously don't like that against us. And it looks like yes, that is the 2-minute warning. There we go. So 2-minute warning, 2 minutes before the half. Cowboys beating themselves. Bobby said sign anybody. I mean, what do you got to lose? What do you got to lose? Just come on. Just bring in Earl Thomas on a 1-year deal. If something goes wrong, just cut him. Just cut him. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I don't understand what the big holdup is. Maybe he doesn't want to come, and we just don't know that. Maybe he doesn't even want to come. I know he said that in the past, but maybe something changed. Maybe he changed his mind. I don't know. Who knows, what's really going on behind the scenes. As John Foster Murphy said on Periscope when we getting Earl Thomas. I don't know. Bobby said Jerry's tanking. I hope not. I hope you're not tanking because you just got a brand new head coach, the Super Bowl winner. You just put all this money into different areas of the team. But it's like the guys that we put all this money into, other than Dak, aren't really performing. I mean, I love Zeke. I mean, a lot of it's probably play calling for sure. But, Zeke's not getting the production for us, and that might not be his fault, but it might not be Zeke's fault that we're not getting production from him. I'm sure some of that's due to play calling. I mean, he's actually turned this game around, had a nice game, and then he fumbles. So he ended up, salvaging a slow start, and he had 8 carries for 46 yards, but then the fumble. So, you pay that guy a whole bunch of money, and what are you getting? You're getting turnovers, low yards per carry. Like I said, I'm not going to just say Zeke sucks or something. I'm going to say, it's a mixture of things. DeMarcus Lawrence is another one that comes to mind. You pay this guy all this money, and I don't think he has a sack on the season yet. And we're through 3.5 games now. Let's see. We have Trevon Diggs has a sack in this game, and that's it. Myles Garrett on the other side there, who just got a monster deal himself. 2 sacks in this one. Although, obviously, we've got injuries on that offensive line, but still, you got a guy you're paying that much money, you want some kind of more production out of that. I know there are situational things. People make impacts on the game more than just the numbers, but you want to see the numbers. I mean, that's part of it. And here goes Baker Mayfield on a first down snap, rolling out right, flushed out, throws it away. See if the Browns try to go down here and get points up before the half. We need to try to get this ball back before the half. We did get the ball first in this one, 3 and out. So we were not able to set the tone or start fast in this game. Joe says, Joe Tranchina, my guy over from, I believe, where you at over there in Italy. He says Zeke doesn't suck. He should know how to hold on to the football. That's a second fumble. That's what I'm saying. It's a combination of things. It's Zeke with the turnovers, handoff on second down, and the guy gets a yard for the Browns. Let me find out who's this guy. Let me take a look. This running back for Ernest Johnson. This is his second season out of USF. Number 30, running back for the Browns, Ernest Johnson. So, yeah. Thomas Torres says fire Garrett. He's no longer with the team. Yeah, I mean, it does. I've been saying that since week 1 that it feels like there's a Jason. There's a pass completion to Jarvis Landry on 3rd and 8. Looks like he might have got the first down. Yeah, he picks up the first down. Minute to go and a half. But I was saying from week 1 that this team feels like it has a Jason Garrett stench all over it still. There's just like a stench of Jason Garrett. It doesn't really feel like Mike McCarthy has his imprint on this team. And maybe Mike McCarthy's just not very good. I mean, I know he has a Super Bowl, but he has also a Hall of Fame quarterback with Aaron Rodgers. And Charles Woodson back there. You know, lots of Hall of Famers on that football team when they won that Super Bowl. And, you know, that relationship went wrong. And, you know, Aaron Rodgers is monster and balling right now. And Mike McCarthy's struggling with an extremely talented team. So, you tell me, you know. I wasn't a huge fan of that hire to begin with. Well, I don't know how you guys felt about it, but I wanted to try one of the new young guys. Or really, you know, I wanted to get Urban Meyer, but that was just kind of like wishful thinking. I didn't like the way Mike McCarthy presented himself at his first press conference. So here we go. First down for the Browns from their own 43-yard line. Mayfield in the shotgun gets the snap. Fires a strike across the middle to Odell Beckham, who's having a monster game. Out to the Cowboy 44 in the first down. 50 seconds to go in the first half here. Well, as you all see, there's 30 seconds to go. I'm about to play behind you all. Another completion to Austin Hooper now to the Cowboy 30. Browns looking for points before the half. Dan Tranchina's in there now. Are you guys related? Joe Tranchina, Dan Tranchina. He says, where is Alden Smith? I mean, Alden Smith had 4 sacks of the season. I mean, if you look at some of those sacks Alden Smith had, if you look back at those sacks, you know, if you go back, look at some film, West Coast has done that. He showed you guys how, you know, those sacks may have actually been a direct result of having DeMarcus Lawrence over there on the other side. Or a coverage sack, you know, just not necessarily a quick beat you off the line sack like that. So, I don't know. I don't know how consistent we could expect Alden Smith to be. He hadn't played in 5 years. 16 games is a long way to go, you know. But, you know, there's still a whole half here. Like I said, I'm not going to count the Cowboys out of this game no matter what happens here. Because we should be confident we can come back after that Falcons game. But that's not going to be sustainable for success. And that doesn't mean you're a good football team either, just because you feel like you can come back in a football game. So I'm just saying I'm not going to count the Cowboys out of this game yet. All right, Mayfield looking deep right. Overthrows everybody. There was pressure on. 24 seconds to go. That's second down after that play. He was looking for Landry, and it was Diggs on the coverage, but he just threw that one away from everybody out of bounds. But, yes, the pass rush is not there for the Cowboys. Al says, this is garbage. I'm out. This is not Cowboys footbal anymore. I mean, I really can't blame you. I mean, I wouldn't say I would never be out on my team, but I'm just saying I can't blame you for being upset about the way we were seeing, but I would never bail on my team no matter what. I mean, we got to see this thing through. And there's a second down completion out to about the 27 of the Cowboys. So third down now, 18 seconds. I feel like the Browns have poorly managed this halftime situation. They look like they could have gotten themselves in a lot better position to score than what they just did, but I mean, we'll take it. So a timeout with 18 seconds before the half. 3rd and 4 coming up. It'll be at the Cowboy 26. So the Browns looks like they're looking to get a field goal here. Joe Tranchina says, if the Cleveland scores, we're not coming back, but I'm sticking around to the end. Exactly. I mean, you can't go anywhere. I mean, come on. You love them, win, lose, or draw, right? It's like your kid or something, like, or just anyone that you love. Like, you're not, nobody's perfect. People mess up, and you still love them, though, You can be mad at them, but you still love them. Shotgun snap, 3rd and 4, Mayfield. It's too easy. Completion to Jarvis Landry inside the 20 of the 19. First down, Browns. 10 seconds, and they're going to go ahead and spike the ball here and settle for the field goal attempt. 5 seconds to go. They're going to take the field goal, and the Browns will hit the field goal. 31-14 at the half for the Browns. So, yeah, the Cowboys got work to do in the second half after an amazing start for Dak Prescott, at least, in the first quarter. Only 5 pass attempts in that second quarter. And 20 yards and the fumble. So great hot start. First quarter start for Dak Prescott. And then just very quiet for everybody in the second quarter. The turnover, that'll change momentum in a ball game. The penalties will mess you up. Yeah, so I'm going to take a quick halftime break. I'm going to be back in about 10 minutes to do the rest of this game. And the Cowboys got to turn it around. The only good thing that's coming out, one of the positive things you can look at, regardless of this game's outcome, is that, we had no preseason, so the Cowboys got time to, with the division being terrible, Redskins getting beat, they're going to be 1-3. We might be 1-3. Eagles might be 0-3-1. We know the Giants will be at the worst, at the best, 1-3. They might get a win today, but I doubt it. So they could probably be 0-4. So we got, that we're still right there with the division lead, which is really all that matters. As long as you can get it right going into a playoff scenario, that's what matters, if you can hang in there to the end and keep it right. But obviously everybody wants to dominate because that's what you want to do. But I'm just saying, with the way this division is, there's still plenty of time in my mind for the Cowboys continue to work through the kinks. And you can fix this up before, in the next couple games. We need to see it happening now, though, but it can happen. But I'll be right back in 10 minutes. I'm going to kick up the volume on this song for you guys, and then you can check out the stats while be back in 10.
Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. DC, that B4L, ripping that star, I do it so well. It's Puma on the toes, but the stars on the clothes. I'm Starboy, fresh at the DF Dub. Yeah, I'm a hard hitter. Don't stay to fit, it'll ego hit you. What is you saying, man? Look at the swag. Please do forgive the brag. I'ma pull up later in the Cowboy Jag. Don't you slip on the drip, I'm flossing the sauce. Go so hard for the star. Yeah, that be win, lose, or draw. If you take a L, get the F off my block. Cowboys win. Watchos, pull up the shots. Really can't help it, got a star status. Even got it tatted on my arm. Yes, we be 5 green strongs. Left a little room cause it's quest for the SIDS. Starboy really reppin' this shit. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep reppin' loud until there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep reppin' loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me.
Yeah, tell me who the #1 fan. Yeah, Mr. Westside, I'm the man. Dallas Cowboys from my head to the toes. They better recognize who the fuck I am. Damn, haters run their mouth like a bitch when they team ain't shit and my team stay lit. Yeah, I'm about to rep this shit to the day I die in an all blue casket. If you wanna get with a club with love, tell Star Status Westside sent ya. Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. Emmett Smith is our main. Game time, prime time, all the time. Your team ain't never on TV like mine. That's because we different. We America's team and we run this. Like Zeke runs circles right at defense. Jerry Jones, that's nonsense. Let the coaches coach. And I'll have a smoke. And I know y'all wanna toast to that.
Dallas Cowboys to the death from that. Dallas Cowboys to the death from that. I'ma keep ripping loud until there's no more left.
Okay. All right, let's get back into this thing. I'm seeing the comments coming in. I'm seeing some people say that this team was better with Jason Garrett. I mean, what do you think? What do you think? Is it coaching? Is this what we're blaming this on, coaching? Do we put some of it on the injuries? There's no Anthony Brown. There's no Chidobe Awuzie. We don't have a dominant safety. If you guys can give us some shares, we'd appreciate that. Give us some shares and before we get started with the second half. Share it around. Let's get some more people in here. And let's tell you what you can win today if you're the top star sender.
What's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Make sure you guys hit that share button because the top star giver today is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate those who hit that star. Make sure you guys hit that star button because remember, the top star giver is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. Let's get the win.
Yeah, so you can win that Sean Lee autographed jersey by being the top star sender in this stream today. It will be shipped out to you most likely on Tuesday morning. Michael says coaches don't fumble. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. The player fumbles the football, but don't you think, though, maybe in a way the coaches should be putting more emphasis on the way these guys are holding these footballs and the importance of holding the football all the way through the play after what we've seen so far this season? We've seen these issues this season. What you want to see game to game is these things be improved, addressed, these issues be addressed and improved. And it looks like we're seeing the same thing. So where's the improvement coming? What are we doing throughout the week to improve this team? Joseph said, "Not Sean Lee, not my guy, so no stars today." Hey, it is what it is. Sean Lee's not for everybody. He is one of the better players we've had. Although he could never stay healthy and on the field, but as far as talent goes, and he's put together a solid career minus the injuries. I mean, I think it would be great to add to anyone's collection if you collect things like that, Cowboys autographs. Catherine Elizabeth Ramos says, same shit, different day. Actually, this looks like worse shit to me, to be honest with you. I love what I'm seeing from Dak, but the overall team looks worse to me than anything we've seen in recent years. The offense may be the most talented we've had, but the coaching and the defense is just terrible. Walter says Sean Lee's always hurt. Yeah, he is. He is. He might be coming back next week or the week after that, so look for that. I mean, that could help. You know what I mean? It can't hurt. I mean, we could use a Sean Lee right now. We need some kind of leader on this defense, I can tell you that. Not that none of these guys aren't leaders, but, I mean, Sean Lee is like that veteran. He's like a Peyton Manning of the defense or something. Yes, everybody upset. I understand. I mean, I completely get it. Me too. It is very tough to watch. I've seen a couple comments saying this is hard to watch. It is hard to watch. Right now we're in the halftime. We're waiting for the second half to start, but it's a tough to watch. So for me personally, one thing I got going is my fantasy team's been killing it these last couple weeks, so I'm good with fantasy football. So how are you guys' teams looking? I mean, maybe you can get something positive out of your football weekend. I mean, Xavier Harris said, "Hot boys, turn up the fire." Yes, where are the hot boys? MIA right now. I mean, I've seen Baker Mayfield get tons of time to throw that football back there. Steven Hernandez says, talk about how we're leaving an undrafted rookie free agent on an island blocking Myles Garrett. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Tyron Smith isn't a right tackle, so, they can line up Garrett wherever they want. He's going to come out to the quarterback. So if they see a weakness over there, they're going to take it. And you see it with 2 sacks by Garrett in the first half. I just don't want – the Browns they're thinking they're so good. They think they're so good. It's clear who the more talented football team is, and then it's clear who makes more mistakes. Like, you can't be giving teams the type of field position we give. You can't win football games that way. I know it's the Browns. I know. People were saying in the comments, you're getting beat. I know it's the Browns. It's not good. But, hey, I mean, the Browns probably going to be a pretty solid team this year, but it's the Browns. Here's the kickoff, second half. Browns receiver brings it all the way back to the 30-yard line, so they'll start there from the 30 for the first down for the Browns. As we're getting started back here in the second half, Cowboys need to come out strong. 3 and out. Let's go. You just got to be worried about this secondary. Got to be worried about the secondary. Cowboys running game non-existent. I mean, we had a running game, but it just 55 yards. But the Browns, 170 rushing yards already in this game. We knew coming in the Browns were killing it. Kareem Hunt on the left side picks up 5 or 6 there. And Kareem Hunt looks fast, explosive. He had a full year off 2 years ago, and he has been limited use. So this guy is fresh and ready to take advantage of this opportunity with Nick Chubb being out for the rest of this game. Nick Chubb out for the game, went down in the first quarter with some kind of knee injury, got rolled up on by Tristan Hill, coincidentally. Lucky Johnson said Wilson showed flashes in the first half. He did, and he always has. So, he definitely needs to be on the field, and I think he is on the field. Baker Mayfield with the play action, looking left side. What a throw right there over top to the tight end and out of bounds. It was a great throw in between defenders, and Baker Mayfield is focused. He's laser focused and sharp and on point in this game so far. Right over the outstretched hands of DeMarcus Lawrence. Dropped it right in the bucket over the top of Jalen Smith's head, who has struggled in coverage. Man. He's struggled in coverage this year. And tight ends are feasting against Jalen Smith so far this season. West Coast will say that Jalen Smith he's playing out of position. He needs to be more of a pass rusher. And there's a big stop for DeMarcus Lawrence. You just talk about him, and there he comes with a big stop. Taking down Hunt in the backfield for a loss of about 3. And Lawrence is frustrated this game. You can see it. He is talking smack out of the play. Big play there for DeMarcus Lawrence, bringing down Hunt in the backfield. There is a flag down, though. Let's see what it is. It would not surprise me if this is against the Cowboys. Let's see what happens. Oh, illegal block in the back against the offense. So looks like that penalty will be accepted and back the Browns up. Rodney said, Jalen can't change directions, not hating it's true. I mean, again, do you want Jalen Smith? Is he a guy that you think is out here covering people, Is he a coverage linebacker? I don't know if that's what he is. So maybe the Cowboys just aren't using him correctly, It's got to be what it is. I mean, we've seen Jalen Smith be a monster. We need LVE back in there as well. That helps out too. 1st and 20 now after that penalty. Mayfield, all kind of time to throw. Looking around, and it's complete to Jarvis Landry. Diggs was on the coverage. He was all over him there. In fact, tried to jump the ball a little bit, which allowed Landry to sneak away and picks up about 10, 15 yards. So 2nd down and short coming up. Costell says defense just stopped the run. Yeah, because there is a stat when Baker Mayfield throws the ball more than 26 times, I believe it is, the Browns haven't won a game. And right now he's at 25 throws. He's at 25 throws right now, and the Browns in control in this one. At midfield, play action Mayfield. Looking left, he's going to run with it. He picks up about 6-7 yards. There's a flag down. That was 2nd and 9. There's a flag down. Let's see what happens. Mando says, what the hell happened to the defense? There was a face mask penalty against the Cowboys on that play, so there's a first down. First down for the Browns. It was on Trayvon Diggs, the young rookie, who really has been getting attacked all season, by quarterbacks. Like, quarterbacks have really been picking on Diggs so far this season from what I've seen in all these games. And he's made some good plays, and he's had a lot of bad plays, growing pains of a rookie. Cedric said it. Yes, secondary's a problem. Secondary, and then you've got LVE, Sean Lee banged up. That hurts. People act like those guys don't, make a huge difference. Not Sean Lee, but that hurts. And there's a big 9-yard run for the Browns on first down. So after that face mask, once again, penalties extending drives. It's sick. It's sick. It's hard to watch. Steven said Nolan's not doing the broken tackles. Yeah, but still, you got to coach these guys to emphasize certain things, like wrapping up tackles, holding on to the football. Like, these have to be points of emphasis throughout the week. That's how you improve, right? You look back and see what you did wrong, and you try to focus on that to improve it. And we're not seeing it. And it looks like the Browns just got on the board again. I didn't see how the touchdown happened, but it's about to happen. So it is not looking good right now for the Dallas Cowboys. It's like your offense can't even really get a chance to stay in a game. Like I said before, and it is Kareem Hunt, left side on the touchdown run. He's just so good. He's a good running back, but it's just unexcusable. Like, he didn't even get touched till he got to the end zone. Touchdown Browns, 38-14 lead. The offense doesn't stand a chance when your defense is like this. The offense don't stand a chance because you have zero room for error. When you can't stop anything, I think we've only got them off the field once so far in this game. Cedric says secondary never looks around for the ball. They get burned so bad. Sorry, I'm looking at these comments. Yes, the secondary gets burnt, which probably, makes these guys worry more about protecting the deep ball, which is going to take guys out of the box, which is going to allow big runs. And the Browns are just pouring it on. Let's take a look at some stats. Virtually since that first quarter, we haven't done anything with offense, not since that first quarter. But as we look through the stats here, Mayfield having a big day, 16-25, 157, 2 touchdowns. He don't have to throw the ball a ton. They've thrown it quite a bit, but he doesn't have to do that because look at what they're doing on the ground. 23 carries for 204 yards. Wow. That's pathetic. That's got to be worse in the league right there. And look at how they're spreading it around with Hunt with 56. This guy Hilliard with 22. Chubb 43. The backup Dearness Johnson 52. Beckham had an end around for 23. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The defense just gets gashed. I mean, we can't complain a lot about the offense other than those turnovers, which are huge. So, I mean, you can complain about that, obviously. But if you have any sort of defense, like, you can afford a turnover or two in a game. But you cannot with this defense. You have to be perfect on offense. You damn near are going to have to score on every drive that you get to win games. Otherwise, you're playing this game where you are constantly in comeback mode, and that's what we've been seeing so far this season. And guess what? We're going to come out of this game with a whole bunch of yards and another loss. And guess what? We're not going to be able to get the running game established in this one because now you're so far behind, you can't do that. You got to pass from now on. So here's another week where the running game struggles and the passing game will probably look great at the end of it, but it'll be tough to win when you're down 24 points to start the third quarter. I mean, it can happen, but you got to get some kind of answer from your defense. Junior Marsh says, I don't think we were this bad under Garrett. That seems to be the consensus for everyone in the chat that I'm seeing today. A lot of people are thinking that, was this team better with Jason Garrett at the helm? I mean, obviously it's way too early to make that final prediction or presumption or whatever you want to say, but there's a first down handoff to Zeke. What do you know? 1 yard. Yeah, no more hot boy. I mean, we can't be saying hot boys no more. You got to be able to say, you got to be able to do something, say hot boys. Dak fires one down the field, incomplete. Just all out of sorts, out of sync after that first quarter. 3rd and 9 coming up. 10-15 to go in the third quarter. It's 3rd and 9, and the players on the sideline just look down and out. The defensive guys, they got to know, like, man, this defense is, we are not good, guys. I agree. Tough to watch right now. 3rd and 9, Dak in the shotgun. Gets the snap from the Cowboy 25, and he's going to go down for the sack. Taken down, he's sacked. That'll be the 3rd time Dak is sacked in this one. And 3 and out for the offense, and the ball will go back to the Browns. And, man, this is rough football. Like, you can't do anything on offense or defense. Jason Garrett's got to be laughing right now. He's got to be laughing. Oh, looks like that. Oh, no, they won't call the penalty. I'm surprised they didn't call a penalty on this one. There was a punt. A fair catch made, but a player was pushed into the catcher, the fair catch, the kick return man. But they don't call the penalty. It looks like it could have been a penalty, but they won't call it. Stevens, I'm telling you, everywhere we're weak, they're strong. Danny says we look bad. Neil said Purge Squad is a fantasy. I've been saying it all season. We need that alpha dog in the secondary. We need the alpha dog in the secondary. Edmund says he's not giving up, just facts. I mean, you're never going to give up. Like, you always going to hope that you can come back and win the game. There is still plenty of time in this game, so it's, it's not over technically by any stretch. We've seen teams flip the switch, where all of a sudden maybe the Browns just can't score again the rest of this game, and then maybe the offense finally gets it going. But, because we had a monster first quarter and then quiet second quarter on offense, and now we can't do anything. But you never want to just say it's over, especially with this amount of time left in the game. But even if you were to somehow come back and win this game, you're not happy about it. You're still not happy about it. You didn't come out of that Falcons game feeling good. You came out of that Falcons game thinking we're going to see a lot more games like this one, and that's what's happening right now. I will not say the game is over because I did not say it was over against the Falcons. I kept, saying it can happen. So I'm not going to say it's over. Gabriel. Looking at your comments. I mean, it very well may be over, but based on the time left in the game, I'm not going to sit here and say it's done yet. No, not after seeing that Falcons game. Steven said we need a pick six. That would, God, we would love to have that. Trevon Diggs or something, grab a pick six for us. Cisco said it's over, dog. I mean, it is most likely. The odds are definitely against us. The percentages say we're not winning this football game right now. But I just want to leave that little sliver of hope. You know what I'm saying? Just like we had against the Falcons, just a little sliver of hope, just because of how much time there is left. But no, I mean, like I said, even if we were to somehow come back, make it a close game, or even win the game, you got blown out in this game. Even if you somehow won this game, you still got blown out. You just happened to come back. All the same things that we've seen so far that we have not been happy about, we're still seeing. So it's like, where's the improvement coming? Who's in control? I don't even know who's in the control of the team. It don't seem like Mike McCarthy to me. Joe Mixon of the Bengals is having a day. I've gotten like 4 alerts so far that he scored touchdowns. Josh said we can't depend on a comeback every game the rest of the season. I agree, Josh Jensel. You cannot depend on that. That is not sustainable. That is not sustainable. It's obviously fun and exciting in the moment when you can have a huge comeback win, and you also are happy when you can play bad and get a win. But you got to see some form of consistency. And with what we're seeing, no, this is not sustainable. It was the same thing last week, right? We got down big, made a big comeback at the end. We even took the lead, had a chance to win. Like, it's hard for me to even do the play-by-play right now just because the game is so out of hand. It's, like, not even very exciting, but Joseph said we're not a comeback team. I mean, I would say we're more of a comeback team than, like, the Ravens or something. We did just get him off the field, though, so we are about to get this ball back, so that's a good thing. CD Lamb takes it at his own 10. Fields the punt out to the 20. He's got a good return to the 35. All the way out to the 37 goes CD. Derek said, bring up the Falcons. We got one lucky win. This is embarrassing. Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, so far in every game this year, minus the Rams game, we kept it pretty close. In fact, I think we even had a lead going into halftime in that one. Every game has been a blowout. The Falcons game, we got blown out, okay? We just happened to make a miraculous comeback. Miraculous comeback. So it counted as a win. We're that close to being 0-3. And then against the Seattle, we got blown out, okay? Came back at the very end, took the lead. And if we had won that game and held on, would have been another miraculous comeback win. But we obviously didn't get that one. And then today, same looking scenario. You're down big in the third quarter by double digits, chance to come back. We've seen this. You're getting blown out. We've seen this in 3 games so far. The last 3 games, blown out. We will be one of the worst defenses in the league this year. We've already given up over 400 yards in this one, and we still have a whole quarter and a half to go. We have a quarter and a half to go, and the Browns already have over 400 yards of offense and 38 points. And minus the Rams game, we've given up over 30 points in every game so far. You can have the number 1 offense all you want. You can even score the highest point scorer in the league. But if you can't stop a team from scoring more than you, you're losing. Lopez says on YouTube, we're the new Browns. I don't think so, because when you see the Browns, like, they look really bad. I mean, like, whenever they've been bad, the Browns have been really bad. You know, they look pretty good this year, and we knew that, you know, coming into the season, that they have a really talented team. We knew that last year, that they have a talented team. They never put it all together, but, I mean, this year, it's a new year. They could, so it looks like they're going to be 3-1. Here's Dak on first down, looking left. He's got Cooper at the 40 out to the 44. That'll be a 8-yard pickup. But I wouldn't go as far as to say we're as bad as like what the Browns have been. No, because I mean we've always been at least respectable. You know, we could win every game, at least 8-8 or better. But I mean, I said in the Falcons game, this looked like a 5-6 win team, the Cowboys. And then we ended up winning the game. You know, but it looks like a team that's just not going to be able to stop anybody. Jen has agreed. We care about the Cowboys, not the Browns. We're not worried about them. It's 3rd and 3 from the Dallas 44. Dak in the shotgun. Zeke to his left. He's rolling out right. Fires. Caught. Cooper. First down. 4-yard gain. And that's the first down for the Cowboys here in the second half. Keenan said Dak will get 400, but it's not going to matter. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You can have the number 1 offense, number 1 passer, but if you can't stop anybody, what difference does it make? Here's a quick pass left side to CeeDee Lamb for about 7. Second down coming up. I mean, the offense, like, other than the turnovers, you know, the offense is the offense. They put up points. They put up yards. Maybe not in the time you need them the most, but they do it. So that's not the big problem. The clear problem is the defense for this team. Here's a screen left side to Zeke on second down. He's got a first down out to the Browns, 39. First down, Dallas. Best drive here since that first quarter, really. Cowboys now playing with urgency, down 24. I mean, Dak thrives in these situations. I mean, you hate that it gets to that, but he nearly throws an interception on that one. He was looking for Dalton Schultz over the middle, and the safety comes up and it pops off his hands. That should have been picked. Cowboys catch a break there. So we will see. Gosh, so we're even catching breaks and can't do anything. Second down now from the Browns 40. Dak in the gun. Gets a snap. Looks across the middle for Cedric Wilson, and that one was nearly picked off. 3rd and 10 coming up. 6:12 to go in the third. Browns up 24. Wow. Jesse said this is a joke. I told Tiffany this and she blew me off. Well, I mean, if you've been... Oh, Michael says, Romo, where are you? Come on, Michael. Come on. We're still talking about Romo 5 years later. 5 years later, we still got people saying, where's Romo? We have Dak, and Dak is what we got. And Dak is great, and he's going to set every Cowboys franchise record as long as he stays with us. You can't put anything on with this on Dak. I mean, that one fumble, sure, but you can't put this on Dak. This defense is terrible. We can't even get a chance to establish a run game. Although we are, clearly a pass-first team now, which is okay because it works. But we just can't. The defense don't hold us in the game enough for us to get it right on offense. Oh, another one nearly picked off on fourth down. That's a turnover. He's looking for CeeDee Lamb. Another one. Man, that's 3 balls on that drive that could have been intercepted. We got lucky they dropped it. This Browns defense is locked in. Baker Mayfield's locked in. The running game's locked in. Do the Browns finally have a good coaching staff? Because it appears to me they recognize what they need to do with this team. They understand that they need to balance and run that ball to make Baker Mayfield good. Jeff said the 2 top players keep giving up the ball. He's talking about they had Dak fumble, Zeke fumble. Yep. We seen that last week too. Yep. Falcons game in that first quarter, disaster. So, after the turnover, the Browns are going to take over. And that would, now that most likely ended this game. If there was going to be a chance, that was the drive to give yourself some momentum back, close the gap a little bit, and then go into the, into the third, into the fourth with some momentum. So that drive was crucial. It didn't happen. So now I'm really not feeling good about this game. I already wasn't feeling good, but that little sliver of chance I was talking about, that pretty much went out the window when you didn't do anything on that drive. Excuse me. That was embarrassing. Sorry about that. Thomas said defense wins championships. Joseph said Dak's doing too much. What can you do at this point? At this point in the game, what can you do? You're forced to just go out there and try to make plays and throw the ball. There's not a lot you can do at this point. So a lot of people thinking Mike McCarthy needs to be gone already. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Is Mike McCarthy already a failure here and we need to move on? I'm not afraid to say it too early because I was not very excited about this hire to begin with. I didn't feel like it was a big upgrade from Jason Garrett. Josh says, if the Cowboys rush and get on the line and quickly throw the ball, there's going to be mistakes and intercept the ball. Handoff Kareem Hunt. He gains a yard coming back for the Browns. Browns drive after that turnover on downs. M. Lopez on YouTube says Kellen Moore needs to be gone. So you all think it's Moore as well. So you say just get rid of McCarthy and Moore. Second and 9 for the Browns from their own 35. They're probably going to be handing this thing off the rest of the way. Kareem Hunt to the right side picks up 4 or 5 yards there. So it'll be third and about 4 coming up. 4:30 to go and ticking here in the third quarter. Let me see. Gabriel says get rid of Stephen Jones. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, that's probably the issue is the Jones family. I mean, I love them, they've done great things and, marketing geniuses, and they hired Jimmy Johnson and got the rings in the 90s. But you don't know if they are fit to be successful franchise owners in today's NFL. I don't know. The way they run things, It's a complete family business. King Quincy, he's bold. He says Prescott and Zeke need to go. Keenan says you can't just blame coaches for this. No, I mean, it's not just coaching. It's just a mixture of a lot of things, but players got to play. When you're just not talented on defense, I don't know how much you can do with coaching if you just don't have talent. I mean, you can try to put guys in the best position to succeed, but I think you can only go so far with that if you're not very talented. So you're right. It's not just coaching. You got to have talented players as well. And on defense, we definitely, are lacking in that area, particularly in that secondary. You got to like the way Joe Thomas has played as a linebacker. So we're not like – linebacker's not our worst spot on defense. It's the secondary. It's the safeties. Adrian says Jones was well in the 90s. Times change. You have to adapt. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe in today's game, the Jones family may not be great, as in French and NFL ownership, but in the 90s it worked. There was no salary cap back then. Now it's a lot more managing of money, so, and we haven't been good, frankly, since then. So a couple good years. And Hunt is just doing whatever he wants. First down carry at 10 yards. It sucks because I'm playing against him in fantasy today, and so if Chubb doesn't get injured, Hunt's not having this kind of game. So, I mean, that sucks for me and my fantasy team. So I want them to just stop Hunt. You guys already won. Take Hunt out the game. Let the other little guy, Johnson, carry the ball for the rest of this one. Did I say Redskins? I meant Washington. It's really hard for me to get used to saying that right now, being so new, the first year of it. If they get an actual nickname, I think that I will be able to say that, but Tavis says still no 1-2 punch from Zeke and TP. I mean, I think a lot of it with the running game, in my opinion. Obviously, we've come out as a pass-first offense with play calling, but, this is just my opinion. Everybody has an opinion. The offensive line's injuries, it's not what it was like in 2016 where we could just dominate with the running game. We don't have that. The offensive line is not that anymore. That was 5 years ago. 4 seasons ago, so 5 seasons ago, right? Because this is their 5th season, Dak and Zeke. So if you go back to their rookie years, that offensive line was completely different. They could dominate, run blocking back then, and you could have used a 1-2 punch like that at that time. But we don't have that same type of offensive line. Tyron Smith is old, banged up all the time. He's not old, but he's old for a player, like as far as like this is like his 9th season. Mayfield looking, throwing, just too much time to throw. We got all these pass rush specialists, and we just cannot get any pressure on the quarterback. It's pathetic. Let's see who's blaming something on Dak here. Jack says, well, he said you got to stop overpaying players. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of different philosophies, for people for football. Some people believe, you need that running back, and then other people believe that, like, you don't need a running back like that. We obviously believe you need a running back, so we put money into that spot. But you're right, though, with the production that we're getting, like this season or whatever, definitely could have put that money into other areas of the team. I just wonder why we're not getting Earl Thomas. Like, why aren't we even trying it? Jeez, the Browns scored. Got the field goal. 40 burger put up on us. Browns fans are feeling great. I know no one's into the stars for this game, especially with the huge loss, and then it's Sean Lee. So I've seen some of you saying you didn't like Sean Lee, but I still want to put it out there, though. So if you do send some stars to support the content, because that's what you're doing. You're supporting the entertainment, the content, the feed. West Coast, who's at the game for you guys, is going to have I'm sure it's going to be a intense post-game show coming up after we get done here from the stadium. So watch for that. But he is giving away a jersey in this stream, if you send the top stars. If you are the person who sends the most stars in this stream, you will win. This is great for any Cowboy fan collection. Autographed Sean Lee jersey. Here's West Coast.
What's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Make sure you guys hit that share button because the top star giver today is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate those who hit that star. Make sure you guys hit that star button because remember, the top star giver is going home with an autographed Sean Lee jersey. Let's get the win.
Yeah, so great to add to any collection for a Cowboys diehard fan. If you collect things, memorabilia, it's a type of jersey that you would get framed, It's specially made to be framed. Autographed with the certificate of authenticity. Great to add to any Cowboys collection. If you can just take your mind out of the moment and, think about your overall fandom for the Cowboys, regardless of the outcome of this game. Because obviously everybody's upset right now. That's something great to add to a collection. Tony Pollard with the kickoff return. I mean, I just don't understand, why we don't. He gets it out to, the 23. We never get big kick returns. We just don't do things that winning teams do. Well, I guess if you want to, there's little slithers of things, okay? There is a slither of positivity. Just slither, okay? Redskins, I keep saying Redskins. Washington loses. I'm sorry, by the way, if I offend anyone by saying the word Redskins. I'm really not intending to say that word. I really believe in respecting people, and cultures and groups of people. So I would never want to say anything to offend anyone. So Washington football team, they are getting beat. They're going to lose. So they'll be 1-3. We will be 1-3. The Giants play the Rams, so they're going to be 0-4. Tampa Bay came all the way back. They were down. And then we've got tonight the Eagles and 49ers. So if Giants lose, Eagles lose, Cowboys lose, Washington loses, everything stays the same. We're still tied for top of the division. So like I was saying earlier, it sucks. It sucks what we're seeing. But I do believe that we can all feel like, at least from the offense perspective, that we've got potential there to do big things. Number one offense. Clean up the mistakes. I feel like you can clean these things up with the way this division is. You got time. You got time to get it right. Because the division is so bad, you can just hang around, up till the end. You can correct these little things that we're seeing. Now, with the defense, you're going to have to get some better players. Like, you got to go grab Earl Thomas. You have to grab Earl Thomas. You need a better player on defense. We were talking about that earlier with the coaching. You can only coach so far with what you got. If you just have people that suck, then you got people that suck. So you got to get somebody talented. I've been saying all year we need that alpha dog in the secondary. What do you got to lose to give Earl Thomas a shot? You're about to be 1-3. Like I said, we got time to get it right. So all you got to do is win this division. Let's just pray the Eagles and Giants lose today, and we're all good. I mean, we're not all good, but I'm just saying we're all good as far as having some time to try to get things right. So if we can get an alpha guy on that defense, maybe we can get Sean Lee back in there to help out a little bit. The defense can improve. And then, we can not fumble the football on offense. We're going to score a lot of points, put up a lot of yards. We already know that. We can just not fumble the ball. We could definitely turn this thing around. So, David Harris says, again, we can win the division. That's great. But if we're just good enough to win the division, we're going to get creamed in the playoffs. I agree. So that's what I'm saying as far as you can get it right. You have time to get it right to where you can still somehow hang in there, win the division. Then you can be like good to go in the playoffs, because it's really all about timing, like when you get hot. It doesn't happen all the time, but you remember the Giants, both of their Super Bowls in recent years, they went in with like a 9-7 record. And then they got hot at the right time because they had the potential, but they just couldn't put it all together. They got hot at the right time. 4 games, Super Bowl. Here's Dak with the Cowboys at the ball down 41-14. Blowout, dominant victory here by the Browns. Not even close. Not even close. Defense couldn't come up with a stop. I think they've only punted twice. And they weren't at times where we needed it most. 2nd and 10 now from the Cowboy 44. Starting up the fourth quarter, down 27 points. You need a miracle if you want a chance. They'll start it off with a pass to Cooper. So, hey, Cooper's getting his numbers. The big-time paid $20 million a year wide receiver. Came in with 25 catches. He's getting catches today in a losing effort. 7 for 77 for him and a touchdown. So it's just like they just don't come when we need it most. I don't know. It's just something is not right. Here's a pass to Zeke on first down. He picks up 12 out to the Browns 30. That'll be first down from the Browns 30. Here we go with the late game numbers. I don't like using the word stat padding. Oh, here goes a completion to Noah Brown out to the 10, the Browns 10. So Cowboys best drive since the first quarter right here. Get a touchdown here, you make it a 17-point game. There's another completion left side to Noah Brown again. He goes right back to Noah Brown. Second and 5 inside the 4. Zeke will get a touchdown run. Touchdown run for Zeke. So that helps my fantasy team. I know we're not hyped, but I'm going to still get it up here because that is a touchdown for Ezekiel Elliott. Oh, damn. I just saw they didn't give it to him. What the hell? Oh, yes. You said that's right, Andre. He said a touchdown, make it a 20-point game. I said 17. I was thinking back before that field goal that they just got. Oh, and he missed a wide open. Dak misses a wide open CeeDee Lamb in the back of the end zone. I needed that one for fantasy too, because at this point, with the game being over, I'm looking at my fantasy team like, come on, give me some kind of positivity this weekend. Bobby said we're going to have a top 5 pick. Looking that way. I don't care how good your offense is. You giving up 40 points a game, you're losing. You win in 5 games if you give up 40 points a game. And there's a touchdown for Tony Pollard, but I'm not going to get hyped on that. Tony Pollard touchdown. I don't think you need a 2-point conversion here. Oh, yeah, you do. You do. I believe this game is over, yes. I don't believe. I mean, we did see him come back down 15 with 5 minutes, but that was a miracle. You're not going to see that. Oh, Zeke with a 2-point conversion. I'll add that to my fantasy stats. Jorge says we need a better defensive coordinator. So that's kind of the thing. Like, is it the defensive coordinator or is it the lack of talent with the players on defense? You know, we got injuries, so some of our more talented guys, even though they're not some of the talented ones in the league, but some of our more talented guys on this roster are hurt. So you think it's more of on the coaching with these backups or, you know, these guys that probably won't start for other teams like Darian Thompson? Or it's on the coaching? So Michael says it's both. Well, I don't think it can be both right now because we haven't seen this coordinators with talent. And so if they have the talent out there, then let's make a decision on the coaching once we see them with the talent. Obviously, the offense is inexcusable. We know all the talent there. All the talent is out there on the offense. You know, other than the offensive line is a little banged up, but we did get Tyron Smith back, and you know, Lael Collins this week was announced to be out for the season with hip surgery. Cisco's looking forward to Undisputed in First Take. Not me. See, I don't like watching those kind of shows coming off of a loss. Just because, especially like I know Shannon is just going to destroy us. Stephen A. Smith is going to destroy us. I hate hearing all that negative stuff. I love when we win because when we win, it's like a good week. I feel good at work. I got these guys at work, Redskins and Eagles fans. The Redskins dude can't say nothing to me because they suck too, but the Eagles need to lose tonight, so the Eagles dude can't say anything to me. And then I can have a decent week because like if they win and we lose, it's a bad week at work, you know. Vic said Skip Bayless is sad. I mean, a lot of people don't respect him as a Cowboys fan. I used to because he goes way back with the Cowboys. He used to write books on them, you know, and stuff like back in the early 90s. He was around with the Super Bowl covering the team back in the early 90s. But a lot of Cowboys fans have lost respect for him. Not only the comments he made about Dak Prescott with the mental illness comments that he made or whatever comments he made about whatever Dak said. There was that. They lost a lot of respect. And then for me personally, there was a time I heard him talking about a game and he didn't know players' names. And that was making me feel like, okay, you're not a very deep Cowboys fan. Like, you just kind of watch on the surface. Deep Cowboys fans can, pretty much point out and recognize every player on the team. Al said, they better not come back and win now. I done talk shit. I'll be really pissed. Yes, that's how I was feeling in that Falcons game. I was dogging Mike McCarthy in that game. And then we came back and won, and I was like, oh, well, now it feels good. But I was really pissed in that game. I think everybody was, Like, we didn't go for the 2-point conversion late in that one. Oh, Justin Herbert, the rookie quarterback, is out here beasted for the Chargers, folks. They got a good quarterback there. I'm going to say it right now. I think he's going to be better than old Joey Burrow. I don't see all the hype on Burrow that everybody else sees. Everybody else thinks he's just a monster. I just don't see it like that. I mean, he looks solid, but I just don't see like this greatness everybody's talking about Joe Burrow. Yep, Browns will be handing off the rest of this game. You can count on that. Unless they get in a third down situation, they might throw it, but and they just gave up a first down run. I'm not going to do play-by-play because, like, what's the point? I can't even get into it, or be excited about it. So, Browns just got a run for first down on first down. I mean, this game is over. It's 41-22. 10:46 to go in the fourth. And, like, what do these guys talk about throughout? Do they go back and watch these film, and say, like, where we need to get better? And then during the game, were they like, damn, man, we just suck. Like, why aren't we playing well? Like, we can't fill a gap. We can't get off of a block. The defensive line just gets bullied. Dan Tranchina says, how can they not stop the run when they're going to run? That's what goes back to what I was talking about with the coaching versus the talent. Like, you think the coaches know they're about to run the ball. They're probably calling a run-stopping defense. But the guys are just getting bullied. They're getting bullied. Well, we got a troll in here or something. I'm looking at your comments. Gary said, Cowboys got my guy smoking weed. Only way to make him feel better. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of that, I don't care anymore stuff. This is how it makes you feel. Like, I ain't going to stress on it. Joe Tranchina said, what's that Washington score? Let's take a look. It's 31-10. Baltimore's up 31-10. 2:59 to go in the fourth in that one. And the Cowboys come up with a stop. DeMarcus Lawrence with a big play on third down. Celebrating. I don't really see why you want to celebrate right now. I don't see why you want to celebrate. You're down 3 possessions with 9 minutes to go in the third, and he celebrates. I don't know. I just don't like that. He's got a brand to keep, Nothing that I say is just to make clear for everyone. Nothing that I say is representative of West Coast Cowboy at all. Nothing. I know he has a relationship with players. He does his own thing. I have nothing to do with what he does. So this is just me independently. My views and thoughts doesn't represent this page or West Coast in any way. I just want to say that. You're going to hear his take on things here in about 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes, once this game finishes up. And he's going to come live to you from the stadium. He's going to go live from AT&T Stadium with his reaction to this game. You can expect him to be fired up on this one. I'm sure that he is out of CD Lamb on the punt return. He took a big hit. Looks like he getting up slow. So I don't want to see CD Lamb doing these punt returns. I don't understand why we don't see that. Did we not see him almost break his leg last week? Is it weird that like fans see that stuff but not the coaches? Is that what it seems like? I don't get it. RM has a comment, says, I would trade Cooper because you have Lamb, Gallup, Wilson, and Brown. You need offense and defensive tackle help. You know, you guys are going to think that I'm crazy when I say this, and I didn't know if I wanted to say this on air or not. I had this talk with West Coast the other night. People are going to think I'm crazy, but I like to keep Cooper because I think him and Dak have some amazing chemistry. What about trading Zeke if anybody would take on that contract? I love Zeke, but from a business standpoint, production versus the contract, you might not get a ton for him right now just because he hasn't been, we haven't been using him to his strengths. So, like, we don't even feature him anymore. So we put all this money in the running back, and we're not featuring the running back. So wouldn't it make sense for the team to try to get out of that deal, maybe get something for it? Get the money, maybe get something in return as well? Love Zeke, but I just don't know if what we're doing now fits this offense, because look at Kellen Moore. He proved last year he's more pass heavy. Mike McCarthy's history of being pass heavy, again, only having 1,000-yard season. Aaron Rodgers only having one running back hit 1,000 yards during his time with Mike McCarthy. And the production that we're getting, you can grab a running back a lot cheaper. You can draft a guy, in the third, mid rounds. You usually get pretty good running backs out of the mid rounds. Look at Nick Chubb. He's a third-round pick. Maybe he was a second or third-round pick, Nick Chubb. So you can get a running back late, We got 4 great years out of Zeke, But the contract is that was a monster contract. So that would be the guy I would consider taking offers from over in an Amari Cooper, in my personal opinion. Andre says feature Pollard. Do you guys think he's big enough for that? He kind of looks small to me. I don't know if he has the size to be like a full-time. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe Zeke's just huge, so he doesn't look. But I don't know if Pollard, you think he would have to be that, be able to be that guy. There he is right there on a nice little catch and run. I got to tell you, if the Cowboys can score here within 2 minutes, you're not out of this game yet. As crazy as that is, we shouldn't be surprised. First down for the Cowboys from their own 32. Dak stepping up. Amari Cooper, he's having a monster game here with the stat sheets. So is Dak. He's going to close in on 400 yards. He's at almost 330 right now. Cooper with 8 catches for 88 yards. That's kind of been what he's been doing this season. Right around 10 yards a catch. So what is he? He's becoming more of the possession guy, and Gallup and Lamb's doing more of your down the field work. Oh, flag down. They'll blow the play dead. 7:48 to go in the fourth. Cowboys still down by, 19 points still. Yeah, so I'm just giving you guys stuff to talk about, giving you my thought, and then you guys can kind of talk about it too. I mean, obviously, I want to hear what you guys, if you agree or not on certain things. Ray said to keep Zeke. If you're going to keep Zeke, don't you think that you got to feature him, when you pay him all that kind of money, or at least get him a lot more involved in the game? I mean, again, I know that, like, with the situation of the game, you can't really get him that involved when you're always down, but you can still see with the offense is just pass heavy, and you're not featuring Zeke. You're not making Zeke the most important part of this offense like we've seen in the past. And I think if you pay him all that money, he should be, because he's the highest paid running back in the league. Adrian says we need a running back that can catch. I mean, Zeke does catch. Zeke catches. Zeke's one of the top running backs in catches. I mean, he has had a little bit of the dropsies this year, but Zeke is a receiver. John said, lucky we get to 6-10. That's kind of what I was saying during that Falcons game, was just by like looking and observing the team. Like, if we were to continue to play that way this season, you're looking at a 5-6 win team. That's what I was saying. That would officially be a failure, with this new coaching staff, because when you bring Mike McCarthy in, I think you're expecting to win right away with a team this, that you thought was this talented. Like I said, maybe the defense isn't very talented, but Dalton Schultz will get a touchdown. D. Sheezy. And I benched him in one of my fantasy leagues after his performance last week with only 28 yards receiving. Boom, right down the seam. Dalton Schultz with the TDZ. So, interesting, because after this, it's a 2-possession game. Why do the Cowboys got to do this to us every week? Why do they got to do this to us every week? All right, McCarthy, you take the field goal here, buddy. You take the extra point. We're not going for 2. We don't need the 2 here. You take the field goal. Man, we better not go for 2. This is just like the Falcons game. This is stupid, because now if we don't get this. Oh, but it looks like we do get it. Oh, no, we did have to get it. I'm way off. My fault, everybody. I'm way off. I thought it was 30 before the conversion. I thought it was 41-30 before the conversion, so that was my bad. So there it is then, 41-30, and suddenly you got a 2-possession game. We're talking a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal away from tying this thing. You got 3 timeouts, 6:30 to go. So why does this happen every week? Why can't we see this offense and defense from the start? Obviously, the play calling changes, as the game progresses. When it's a blowout, the offense tends to run the ball a lot more, and you can kind of key in on a run and make a stop. But I want to see this type of play to start games. I'm tired of waiting till the end. And there it is, folks. Dak will lead the league in passing yards this season. And I feel like he needs that to add to his resume. Because if you look at, a lot of people are saying Russell Wilson is your most likely MVP this season, which may be. But I looked at Russell Wilson's career, and he has accolades like leading the league in touchdown passes, at least one season. And some other stuff like that, too, other little accolades like that, like where you're leading the league. So if Dak can get, like, the most passing yards in a season, that's big for his resume. So, if you look him on Wikipedia or something. So that'll be huge, and another point for him to get a big contract. So 374 yards, 3 touchdowns. Let's go ahead and pull up the stats while we're just chilling here like this. So the Browns have done exactly what they wanted to do, which is come out and control the ball with the run game, and then you don't need Mayfield passing for 300 yards and throwing the ball 40 times. So that's what they wanted to do, and they've done that. They established the run, 247 rushing yards. And, they're going to look to add to it on this drive. But and, man, we just get gashed up the middle way too much. So the first down carry there picks up about 5 for the Browns. But, yeah. So the Browns have done what they wanted to do. They have more rushing yards than they do passing yards, and that's exactly the Browns have been a very balanced offense coming into this game, and it showed true in the same here today. And the Cowboys have shown what they are as well, except the running game was even worse this week than what we've seen. It's almost starting to become non-existent. Other than the big run from Zeke, which he fumbled on, nothing in that running game. We have 66 yards of rushing to the Browns' 247. And then we got Dak with the monster numbers and yet another comeback attempt. And then, obviously, he had the fumble earlier as well, which hurt. Andre says Dak has thrown more 400-yard games in half the time it took Romo in a career. Yes, Andre, and that's exactly why I was saying earlier, I don't know if you checked in or maybe you weren't tuned in, but Dak Prescott, pending he stays with the Cowboys throughout his career. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. 2nd and 4. Mayfield goes down for a loss of 1. 3rd and 5. Here we go. Cowboys using timeouts now. Here we go. 3rd down. If you can get this ball back with a timeout left and a 2-minute warning, you can go down and score without using one of those, or, using that final timeout, you're going to have a chance. But yeah, I was saying earlier that Dak Prescott would eventually lead every category for the Cowboys, passing stats. Yards, completion percentage, touchdowns, everything, I believe, at the end. Pending he finishes out his career in Dallas. Just based on the fact that he's going to play more than Romo did because he's way more durable than Romo was. Numbers and starts don't matter. Winning games does and getting into the playoffs. Yep, agreed. 3rd and 5. Mayfield overthrows Beckham, who was wide open. It was just a bad pass, but there it is, and that stops the clock. So 6:11 to go. Oh, my God. Why do they do this to us every week? Come on. When we first jumped on here, I just said we want to have a comfortable win. This should have been a get-right game. Cisco don't care about stats. You want wins. Agreed. I agree 100% with all that. I'm not saying that you don't want wins. I mean, I want to win. I would rather a win than a stat. But, I mean, you're playing good enough to win. Oh, man, CeeDee Lamb. Can we get this guy off the punt returns, please? I'm telling you he's going to get injured at some point. Folks, this game is not over. We have 6 minutes to go. If the Cowboys can go down here within 2 minutes and get a field goal, it's a whole new ball game. If this team don't keep you on the edge of your seat, week in and week out. Here we go now. Let's get back into it. It's 1st down from the Cowboys 20. Dak in the gun takes a snap. Looking across the middle. Oh, it's caught by Cedric Wilson for a 1st down. That one a little behind it. That's in stride. He might have a bigger play because that guy's run after the catch is ridiculous. And the Cowboys hurry back to the line from the 31 now. Dak with the snap. Pump fake right. Screen backside right. Zeke got a blocker in front. Picks up about 6. He's just not fast enough. Let's go. 5:30 to go in the game. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Let's go, let's go. There's an injury by the Browns and a free timeout for the Cowboys right here. Free timeout for the Cowboys. Someone was, I saw, it looked like Schultz looking like he wasn't very happy about the injury, thinking maybe that could be you hate to speculate that it could be a fake injury, but we've seen that happen where guys fake an injury to stop maybe the momentum, of what an offense is doing. But I think in this situation it worked favorably for the Cowboys. Stop the clock, get a second here to reset. Dak goes over 400 yards. This is crazy. I don't want to keep doing this every week. I mean, I love if we win, but I don't want to keep doing this. Here we go. Dak stepping up. Oh, he avoids a sack, looks left, and it's Dalton Schultz with the big catch, and this guy is reliable in the clutch. Dalton Schultz really getting his first real opportunity to get extensive time with the injury to Blake Jarwin, and Dalton Schultz has been big, and that was a big one. To the Browns 49. Dak shotgun looking deep. He's going all the way. And he overthrows everyone. He was looking Gallup's direction, and I'm glad he did that because there was double coverage out there. But stops the clock. 5 minutes to go. Everything's cool, calm. We still have a timeout. 2-minute warning. K-Ron said Schultz is the X factor. You got to like what you've seen out of Schultz this year. Second down, Dak snap, left side looking. It's Cooper, catch. Gets out of bounds. Oh, no, they said he's in bounds. The clock will keep ticking. He could have got out, but I guess you got to get out of bounds in that situation right there. Cooper, you're on the sideline. All right, here we go. Dak in the gun from the Browns 40. Handoff Pollard, who makes a man miss and it shoots up the middle and picks up a nice little chunk. So still going with the ground game. A quick 5-yard pickup here. You like to keep the defense honest, but you also want to take the least amount of time as possible off this clock. Here goes another catch by Cooper, who makes a man miss, gets to the left side. What a move by Cooper. Gets up to the left side all the way inside the Browns 15 and a first down, Dallas. Wow. Folks. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a play right there by Cooper, run after the catch. And just like that, Dallas in scoring position at the Browns 16 with 4:20 on the clock. A timeout left and a 2-minute warning. And you're down by 11, so you need 2 scores here. So worst case scenario on this drive, you need to come out of here with a field goal. Man, like why? It's just I really want to see this type of performance earlier in the ball game. I mean, I'm sure we all do, but I want to see it sooner in the game. I want the defense to play good early. I want the offense to click like this early on. So there was a timeout there. So now we are waiting. And here we go. From the Browns 16, Dak in the gun. Noah Brown in motion. Zeke's on his right. Takes a snap, looking Brown's way. Then it goes middle, overthrows his tight end, Dalton Schultz, who was up the seam on what looked like the type of play we saw him score on that last drive. 4:15 to go. More importantly to me, this stops the clock right there. And Dak Prescott has the most passing yards in a 3-game stretch, this one included, the last 3 games, in NFL history. Unbelievable. This guy routinely doing 400 yards now. And it's a draw play by Dak, who gets all the way up to the 5-yard line of the Browns. 4 minutes to go. First and goal from the 5 for the Cowboys. You got to get something going here. You cannot take too much time off this drive because you still need to get a stop from your defense that really hasn't been able to stop. And there's a false start. Oh, maybe it was a – oh! Cooper almost makes an insane catch, but instead it'll be incomplete. But it looked like there might have been a false start or something on that snap, and the referees didn't call anything. Cooper almost made an amazing catch, one hand. I think if you go up with two hands, you might get that. Oh, I'm already seeing what's that. Oh, my God. How come we could do what we want like at the end of the game? Oh, my God. Here we go. Here we go. We just saw the graphic update of the score underneath, but we haven't gotten to see it yet. So here comes the reaction. Dak on second goal. Fade left side of the right side of the end zone. Touchdown, CD Lamb. That was big. Got him starting in my fantasy league. Charles said we got the best fourth quarter defense. Apparently. Unreal what we're seeing here. The Cowboys just doing whatever they want. Now this is a crucial 2-point conversion, and you can already see, based on the score on your screen, this sucker is good. And you already know Cowboys fans are going nuts. It's an end around to Cooper for the 2-point conversion. It's good. Cowboys only down by 3. Why do they continue to put us through this every week, folks? John says CD Lamb is a beast with the route running, the wide open, boop, touchdown. Let's get some Hot Boys playing up in this thing. Give me 1 sec. We're going to go to some Hot Boys. Well, not Hot Boys, but just a team to pump up the team, a song to pump up the team.
Dallas Cowboys to the death from that. Dallas Cowboys to the death from that. I'ma keep ripping loud until there's no more left in ya. Dallas Cowboys to the death from that. Dallas Cowboys to the death from that. I'ma keep ripping loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death from me. DC, that B4L, ripping that star, I do it so well. It's Puma on the toes, but the stars on the clothes. I'm Starboy, fresh at the D.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm a hard hitter.
Unbelievable. The Cowboys are back in this ball game, being down by 24, halfway, or 27. Down by 27 to start the fourth quarter. Is that right? Down by 27 to start the fourth quarter with nearly 4 minutes to go.
Really can't help it, got a star status. Even got it tatted on my arm. Yes, we be 5 ring strong. Left a little room cause it's quest for the 6. Starboy really reppin' this shit. Dallas Cowboys to the death from that. Dallas Cowboys to the death from that. I'ma keep ripping loud until there's no more left in ya. Dallas Cowboys to the death.
All right. Back to business. Let's go defense. You got to come up big here. We need you on this one. .337 to go. 3-point ball game. Who would have known? You can afford to give up maybe 1 first down in this situation. Please send stars this way for the Cowboys coming all the way back and to win a Sean Lee autographed jersey. Look at how we put up yards in a quarter. Oh, my God. And Odell Beckham on the end around, he was stopped for a huge loss. Instead, Odell Beckham is gone all the way for the touchdown. Wow! Unbelievable. Beckham, biggest game of the season. Defense sad, pathetic. We shouldn't be surprised, though, right? Because we already knew that this defense could not come up with a stop when it mattered. We knew they couldn't come up with a stop when it mattered. Now your only hope is another quick score so Dak can get 500 passing yards and 5 touchdowns, and then another miraculous miracle onside kick, which the way the rules are changed with these onside kicks now, you can't even get a moving start on the onside kick. You can't move until the ball is kicked. What did we just talk about the entire game as the extra point is blocked, from what you all probably already have seen? But what have we talked about the entire game? No matter how good your offense is, it does not matter if your defense can't come up with a stop. Doesn't matter. You get an opportunity to get right back in this ball game. Again, the defense can come up with a stop when we know it's 3 straight handoffs. Ray said too much on Dak. Dan said poor Dak. Yeah, I mean, it is sad because now he looks like a loser or like his stats are padded. But, early on, the two turnovers, when those occurred, we talked about how those would be the ones that would come back to haunt us. So we're going to lose by double digits based on the 2 turnovers, in my opinion, because the defense is not good enough for your offense to make those mistakes, and now you're seeing it right here. Stick around for the post-game reaction from West Coast because he's live at AT&T. And you're going to be getting, I'm sure, a fiery reaction about this defense in particular from West Coast after the game. So as soon as this stream ends, if you don't already have your notifications turned on, you should do that anyway. But jump right back on here. Stay tuned into the page because right after this, West Coast is going to be going live with his reaction from the stadium where I'm sure it's going to be a little crazy over there. Beckham, huge day. Let's take a look at the stats. I mean, Dak has just went off again. 435 yards, 4 touchdown passes, no picks. Baker Mayfield hasn't had to do anything really in the second half. Maybe 1 pass attempt in a quarter. And Alden Smith had Odell Beckham for a loss of probably 10 yards. But Beckham's agility outdoes that of Alden Smith. Gets around the edge, and then it was all she wrote. The defense just can't come up with a stop. Man, Jalen Smith, you should have dove there, try to trip him up or something. That was a 3-point ball game. Martin said we should be 0-4. Very close to being 0-4. Again, we might be a 4-5 win team with the number 1 offense in the league. What does that directly say? That your defense is terrible. And we can't even experiment with Earl Thomas. Like, what do you have to lose? Like, how do we start one of those petitions? What are they booth reviewing here? We had a safety? Did I miss something? Did I miss something there? How are the Browns sitting at 49 points? I looked down for a sec. I missed something. Somebody tell me what happened with 2 points. How'd that? Was it a sack? I did not see that. I did not see that. Browns with 49 points. Oh, they went for the 2 there. See, I looked up for a sec. I missed what happened. I didn't even realize they went for 2. 49 burger. Unacceptable. Laughing stock of the league. Pathetic. Let's take a look at the team stats. Oh, Dak will get some more numbers here, firing one to Gallup for another 10, but man, I mean, it's done. You might as well just go out. We might as well go out here and just onside kick every time. Why don't we just onside kick after every drive? Because why not? The defense is going to give it up anyway. We might as well get some more time and get the ball back more for us, you know. Another completion to Cooper for another 10 yards there. But yeah, so once again, we go up over 500 yards. We got 522 yards to the Browns 498. So, and Dalton Schultz takes a hit to the knee. Dalton Schultz takes a hit to the knee. He's trying to get up, walk it off. Right now he's walking, but it could be a knee-jerk reaction, so we got to wait and see. They're going to take a look at Schultz, but coming across the middle, defender went low, crashing in the Schultz around the knees at full speed, and Schultz did not make the catch. I think he felt the guy coming and lightened up on the catch. But he walked it off. I mean, he went to the sideline, so he was able to come off the field quickly on his own. But we'll see what happens. Another completion to a tight end here, Blake Bell for 12 yards. Dak making it look easy, you know, going right down the field right now. We're going to put up close to 600 yards of offense in this game, but we're going to lose the turnover battle. We're going to lose the penalty. Well, the penalties was about the same. We both had 5 penalties. Both had 5 penalties. Here we go. 2nd and 4. Actually, we just hit the 2-minute warning, so they're going to come back from that. So the only hope here for Dallas is the touchdown and then like an onside kick. So that's the only hope. Doubtful to happen twice in a season, but, you know, I will remain optimistic until it happens. So what else can you do? So we've been sacked more than they have. They had nearly 297 rushing yards to the Cowboys' 85. When you got that many rushing yards, that means you're controlling the game. You're working the clock. You probably have a lead if you're able to run the ball. And you definitely have a lead if you run the ball that much, you're winning. If you rush for 300 yards in a game, you're winning a game. I mean, it would be hard to not rush for 300 and not win the game. Yeah, so, and then, you know, so they got us in time of possession, too. They got us by about like five and a half minutes more on the time of possession. But, you know, turnovers is the big difference on the scoreboard, in my opinion, because we turned the ball over twice. The defense has only been able to come up with, like, what, 2 to 3 stops? 2 to 3 stops for the defense. So when you have those turnovers, it's going to be bad because you can't count on your defense to come up with any stops. So you have to be perfect on offense. And once again, it's another game. I mean, we know what this team is now, right? Like, it's another game where we have more total yards than they do, but we lose. And look at us now. We're putting up 30 points a game. 30-some points a game. 500 and some yards of offense every week. Tops in the NFL. But you're losing games. You're going to be 1-3, and you should very well, most likely, have been 0-4 if it weren't for a miracle onside kick, or just that whole sequence where we came back. You're that close to being 0-4 and having the best offense in the league. I mean, look, we got 550 yards. We have over 50 more yards than they do. Yeah, when you have no defense, the clear lack of talent in the secondary, that's a combination for losing. You cannot afford to make a mistake on offense when your defense is so bad. Deb says, where's the defense gone? I mean, there were some key injuries, and then we also lost Byron Jones. We lost Kayvon Frazier, who was a guy that was a really good depth player for us and special teamer. So, yeah, we did lose some key spots, There's one that's nearly intercepted. Dak gets away with one there. Look, we ran more plays than them. Minute 48 to go. It's embarrassing when you're going to have nearly 100 more yards than the other team, but they outscore you by 10 points. And they somehow win the time of possession battle because we don't run the football anymore. Dennis said play the game or don't go live. Nope. This is a discussion forum for this game, Dennis. So, and for those who aren't able to watch, maybe they want to hear. Some people are at work and have us in, have this stream maybe in their earplugs. All you got to do is move on to another stream and not comment about it. Here we go, 1st and goal. At the 8-yard line, Dak in the gun. Oh, intercepted by the Browns, and that's going to wrap it up right there. So you can go ahead and add a pick to Dak's day, which sucks because he was just having a great game. An amazing game up until the interception. And he goes over 500 yards for the first time in his career. So we can celebrate that little feat. But the interception at the end sucks. That should have been 5 touchdown passes. Coop gave no effort on that one. Big day, though. Let's take a quick look at the stats, and then I'm going to end this stream, and then you guys can jump back on and get ready for West Coast post-game reaction. He's going to be fired up after this one. It's going to be, interesting to see what he's got to say about this defense. But look at Dak, 500 passing yards, a milestone for the career. Wow. Well, I think it's clear and obvious. Obviously, one thing is obvious, too, is that we don't run the ball much anymore. But it's hard to stay committed to the run when you are behind so much in these games. So I understand having to throw the ball a lot, but we know the offense is really good. It's clearly and obviously the defense that needs to work. CeeDee Lamb gets his first 2 career touchdowns today. Cooper, monster game. Again, none of it really matters when you know, at the end of the day when you look at a loss, but you can still see how good this offense is, and then we just need to get a defense. Someone in the comments said Zeke couldn't catch earlier, but look at him today with 8 catches for 71 yards. So Zeke still comes through for fantasy owners. Beckham with a monster day, 5 for 81 and 2 TDs. Then he had 2 carries for 73 and a TD. Monster day for Beckham. Best game he's had by far, probably in like 2 years, all around. Of course, it would come against us. Landry even threw a touchdown pass. First 3-1 start for the Browns since 2001. But hey, guys, the game is final. So I'm going to end the stream now, and then West Coast is going to be live with you within the next couple of minutes from AT&T Stadium. Again, send your stars into this stream to win the autographed Sean Lee jersey. And winner will be announced most likely tonight, maybe tomorrow, and then it'll be shipped out to you right away. So, hey, 1-3, still slither of hope with the division being so bad. So let's hope the Giants and Eagles lose this evening, and let's try to fix this thing this week and figure it out. All we need is a little defense. If we can get a little bit of defense, we can definitely put together some wins. We got one of the softer schedules for the rest of the way. Don't just give up on the season yet, because it can happen. We know the offense is good. We got to do something with the defense. Let's get Earl Thomas and fix this thing. But, hey, you guys have been great. Appreciate you all with all the comments and everything. I'll be back next week, probably with the West Coast. We'll be together again next week. And, yeah, see you guys then. Try to enjoy the week somehow. I mean, I know it's always a rough week when we lose, but don't listen to sports talk this week, Or, give it a day or two. And let's just root against the Eagles and Giants tonight. Love you.